basically is for other manufacturers who make things out of it.
I see. So you just take the raw leather.
Right.
So you buy the hides?
Right.
From who?
From South America. The owner of our company is from South America, and we bring them in and then process them according to what our customers need.
What do you do?
Work between the customers and designers and basically design the leather.
My brother-in-law could design stuff. He's a real good designer.
Yeah, it seems like.
So you design the leather. So if some guy wants, like, checked leather.
That's what we do.
You could say, hey, I know how to do that.
Exactly.
And then you get some guys to do it.
Right. Or we do it ourselves. We do a lot of things internally.
And what have people been doing with leather?
Oh, all kinds of things. We work with interior design people like Ralph Lauren. We work with designers, belts, bags, shoes, all kinds of things.
So every kind of leather you can think of.
Right.
I say, I still don't really understand.
I don't know what he does.
It's the same job as
he talks to the other people who are going to make something.
Let's go into the store. It's a store, right?
Well, basically, it's a combination of store and studio and factory, lab. Everything goes on there.
And then And then you just like take the phone call.
Right.
And then
we work with the designers. Basically, we encourage designers to come and design their own materials, so that when they finish with their group of items, whatever they're manufacturing, it's kind of an exclusive, different kind of thing because of the materials we make.
All right.
You look as puzzled as I do.
I'm a designer.
All right, wait, here. I got it now.
Okay.
You're a designer. You come to me.
Right.
You want to make a couch.
I have an idea for a green color.
All right. You want a green
For
leather
a
couch.
couch,
Okay,
yeah.
green leather couch?
Yeah.
All right.
But I need the leather to be really, really soft.
Okay. So Pete then goes into wherever the hell he works.
I talked to Pete, right?
Yeah. He'll pull out all different leather samples for you to see. Once you see the leather and you select it, he'll go out and get you the raw materials, and he'll even, if you want a special line put in the leather or you want special
I
drawing,
want grain.
he'll do that. He'll get it done.
Is that what you do?
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think I understand. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I never know
I'm
either.
not even sure these are job hours.
I'm not either. I know he sleeps with my sister. That's about it. How was she in bed? No good?
The best.
I can't believe you do it to my sister. That's so weird. Hey, what the hell? My sister's got a great set of cans.
For sure.
Yeah. And they still look pretty good, I bet.
Yeah.
Even after the kids.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? All the Stern women. My mom.
It's in the genes.
Yeah, my mom's got a great set of cans. Always has. I mean, the rest of her's out of shape, but the cans are in good shape. The cans are in good shape. All right, Pete, I'll let you go.
All right.
Thanks for the explanation.
You got to get to work.
Okay.
You got to get to work and do whatever it is you do.
Exactly.
All right, thanks, man.
Okay.
That's my brother-in-law, Pete.
Did we get
You want to plug the place? Hey, Pete. Pete.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
You want to plug the place you work at?
It's called Barbarossa.
All right, Barbarossa in Manhattan. All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Then I told you about my brother-in-law Bruce.
Yeah.
He got out of college and made a business card for himself, and just called himself president. It was the joke of the family.
He was walking around handing out a president's card.
Yeah, and it was like really funny. And my father-in-law was all upset. My mother-in-law was upset. He's running around like an idiot with he printed a card. Leisure.
What school did he go to?
California College of Arts and Crafts.
Oh boy, where did they find these schools?
I don't know. That's like if you're really a bad student. Arts and Crafts College.
Art and crafts.
So he got out and he decided he liked sports because all he does is watch sports all day.
Yeah.
So then he created this company, Leisure International, which had no employees. He was the only employee, and he wrote, Bruce Burns, President, Leisure International. And it was the joke of the family. But then he went into the travel agent business.
Yeah, from his leisure time business.
Yeah, but he started his own travel agency, which I thought was awfully bold. And then all of a sudden, he seems to be doing pretty well.
Well, are we going to talk to this mogul?
Get him on. And then the other one makes puppets. So I don't know. I think he makes puppets, or he's a carpenter or something. He's new. I don't know what he does.
Does he work for a company? Or
no, I don't know. I don't know what any of them do. I can never figure out what they do. Like, that's the clearest explanation so far that we've gotten on both my brother-in-laws there. Then you got my other, this Bruce who, he's down in Atlanta, and now, like, he comes over and he goes, Sunjet International. You ever see those commercials for Sunjet?
Mm-hmm.
The cheap flights to Myrtle Beach stuff? That's mine. Here, you want to see my new commercials? And I'm like, well, what do you mean it's yours? Do you own Sunjet? Yeah. I mean, you own the airline? No. We and then I lose him. I don't know what he's talking about. And now I know
he started talking about chartered flights.
And now I know he has Olympic tickets, like tons and thousands of Olympic tickets. And the whole family's worried that he's going to lose his shirt because he put up like millions of dollars for Olympic tickets. And I don't know.
So he cornered the market on Olympic tickets, huh?
Yeah, and like now everyone's nervous because his whole thing is he's going to get guys to fly down for the day, go to Olympics, and fly back.
Yeah, 'cause he does the junket thing.
I don't know what he does.
He's always talking about chartering a plane and then somehow filling it with people.
I don't know. Bruce.
Oh, that's Walter.
Oh,
Walter. Oh, you got Walter. Where's Bruce?
Until 7.
Oh, you just until 7? All right.
him.
Walter.
Yeah.
This is my newest brother-in-law.
Good morning. I've never met you.
Allison's sister Betsy married this guy, Walter. Jackie met Walter, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Walter. Hey.
Jackie said he thought you were a guy stalking me when I brought you over his house.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Good. Now you stalk Jackie. No, me and my this brother-in-law is cool because he goes bike riding with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except he pedals like a maniac. He's the guy who ruined me. We'd go for 2-3 hour bike jaunts.
You used to go bike riding.
Yeah, this guy, he pedals like a crazy man.
Does he ever shift gears?
No, he puts it in the hardest gear and just keeps pedaling. He's a big, strong guy.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what the topic is for today?
No, I have no idea.
All right.
And he's got that southern accent.
Yeah, he's from the South. His whole family's he's got a nice family.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the nicest family I ever met. They're all into hunting and stuff. They're like men's men. Yeah. Well, they're from the steeps. Where are you from?
North Carolina.
Yeah, from the South. They kill their own food out there.
You own guns?
No. Walter's not into that. He's like a hippie.
Oh, I see. The rest of the family.
But Walter's real talented. I mean,
Older brother.
What?
Just my older brother.
This guy can whittle.
Whittle?
Yeah. He can take like a knife and just like
and
cut
make
wood.
something out of wood.
But I mean, real professional, not like.
Not like something you'd say.
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Yeah, right. Not like a shop class. I'm just trying to figure out what you do for a living. I called each brother-in-law because I don't know what any of you do.
Well,
I know are you a puppet maker?
Yes. I'm doing a project right now for a company in New York called Mabu Mines. And that'll be performed in New York in May. And
So you're making all the puppets for it?
just some of them.
Yeah, I mean, you should see these puppets he makes. I mean, they're incredible. But I thought it was a hobby. Now they're telling me that's what I thought you were a carpenter or something.
Well, I was, and then I had so much puppet work I had to give that up.
Gee, the puppet work pulled you out of carpentry.
Yeah.
You make puppets.
Sure.
And you do this full time.
Right.
There is that much of a demand for puppets.
Because Robin said to me, who the hell is buying puppets?
Well, I do it for professional performing companies.
Wow.
Wow.
Right now I'm in a cast for Jungle Book at the Center for Puppetry Arts, which is a center exclusively devoted to the art of puppetry.
See, this is where he loses.
Wait a minute.
This
what
is
did
why.
you just say? He's in the cast?
This is why I never can follow what these guys do. Any of my brother-in-laws. Then they
You
start.
actually work the puppets?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that. He's real good at it.
He says it so fast, you have to go back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I zone out when these guys start talking about what they do. I know my job's easy. I go on the radio and talk. Boom, done with the explanation. Some of these guys have a half-hour explanation for what they do.
Yeah, and how do you get this business?
Well, I've been doing, Betsy says I've been doing psychic advertising. Yeah.
He's definitely
I
out
quit
there.
my job, and I said, I'm available. And people started calling me on the phone.
Huh.
Really?
And
Yeah.
they say it's tough to find jobs in this economy.
Yeah, well, he's got a real talent.
So,
He's not like my other
I've
brother-in-law.
been lucky, I guess.
Well, good for you.
And
And you make a
friends.
decent living?
No. How can you make a decent living making puppets? How much does it cost to get a puppet from you?
Well, it's between $300 and $750 a puppet.
And how long does it take you to make one puppet?
Between 25 and 30 hours.
Wow.
Wait a minute. What was that again?
About a day. About 2 days.
About 2 days.
No, wait. Let's see. 8 hours.
4 days.
3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days.
Get $700 every 3 or 4 days.
Oh.
But it could be $300 every 3 or 4
Yeah.
days. It's probably more like
What
300.
determines that price?
Yeah, what determines the price?
Well, it partly depends on who I'm doing the puppet for and the kind of demand. And sometimes we work out creative kinds of arrangements.
Are you bartering?
Like you trade a puppet for like a steak?
But sometimes a producing company doesn't really get ownership of the figure.
Ah.
I see.
You get it back.
And,
So you mean you don't get paid? Instead, they send the puppet back to you?
No, they just get a reduced rate, and then I own the puppet and the rights to the puppet for further uses.
Really?
And what? Any of these puppets go on to greater fame?
Not yet.
You might need a business manager.
Yeah, I might need one.
Sesame Street hasn't called yet, in other words.
Yeah.
No.
That's what he needs. But he's good enough to... I'm telling you, I've seen his
why
stuff.
haven't you sent them your work?
We have a different style.
Because he's from North Carolina. He's a hippie. Him and my sister-in-law are both hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
They sing folk music.
Yeah, folk music. I wish. It's banjo music. You play the banjo, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. That's when we met my sister-in-law.
You got it with you?
Hey, play something, man. Get out one of your instruments and play something.
No,
Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on, man.
It's too early in the morning.
Don't be... Come on, man.
Come on.
Come on, you're in show business. Go get one of your instruments.
No, I don't think so.
Please.
Please.
No.
You got to hear this.
I want to hear a banjo.
Come on, get that friggin' banjo now. Let me go take a commercial break. We'll come back and play some banjo.
I don't think so.
Yeah, come on.
No, I don't think
Come on, Walter.
Walter.
Show business. Help me out. Come on, dude. You come over my house. You eat me out of house and home. You can't give me a little payback? Guy comes over. He's eating like 50 bagels, 97 pounds of lox.
I'll lose your rating points.
You don't want...
Come on.
Come on. Play something. Go get the banjo.
All right.
All
We
right.
haven't heard any banjo in a long time.
Yeah.
Neither have I.
Yeah. No, go get the banjo. Come on. He's being modest. He's all
Has
right.
he brought the banjo to your house?
I don't know. He's always grabbing instruments and stuff. He's like a whittling
They don't
puppet.
sit you down and make you listen to banjo.
He's a whittling puppet master banjo player. You got the banjo? Oh, here we go. Oh. Wait, you got to tune it up. What are you going to play? This is a hippie music.
Hey.
Hello?
Oh.
Go ahead, do your thing.
This long since I've touched this thing, I am not tuned.
He's not in tune. Okay.
That's even worse.
Does he sing too?
I don't know.
I can't even remember.
I don't know what he's doing.
I'd have to remember how to tune it.
You don't know how to tune it?
No, I know how to tune it. I used to know how to.
All right, play it out of tune then. I don't care.
Nah.
Come on, let me hear
We
it.
just want to hear a little.
Pick a little.
It's terrible.
Go ahead.
It's just out of tune.
Go ahead. I don't care. Give me a little something.
Work around it.
Yeah.
Work around it.
Yeah. Work through it. Go ahead.
I haven't touched this thing in years.
Yeah.
No. That's just too bad.
Oh, dear. No picking today.
All right, man. I got to go.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
All right.
It's Walter.
Oh, we should have found out what kind of puppet he's working on today.
I know I'm going to end up supporting all of them.
I tell you, you got some crew.
I know. You think you have problems. Jackie met him.
He's very nice.
He's a nice guy. Jackie got a little nervous. He says, "Who's that guy?" Because he wears like big, thick glasses and stuff.
That was no entrepreneur we met.
Yeah. Jackie's like, "Hey, what's that guy doing in the house?" I go, "That's my brother-in-law." "Oh, okay."
I said, "Oh, so she married him before you guys met him?"
It was real funny because Jackie was laying in his bed naked, sleeping, and I just said, I said to some carpenter at Jackie's house, "Let me in."
You guys invaded.
Yeah, the guy just let me in the door. He didn't know.
He just opened it up and let you guys.
Yeah, he just let us in.
Control of the house.
Yeah, and then
I
I
woke
said.
up to these guys ranting and raving.
So Jackie, so listen to this. So Jackie, we go up to his bedroom, and then Jackie's laying there naked with
Wait a
Walter.
minute. You just walked up.
Yeah.
No answer. The guy didn't call Jackie and say, "Jackie, you got some comedy?"
No. We wanted to see Jackie naked. So we walked upstairs, and Jackie's laying there with his big belly. He's all bloated out because he must have just eaten a bunch of fish or something.
I was napping.
Yeah, he was napping, and then Walter's just standing over the bed staring at him. He woke up to
Waking
that.
up to Walter.
So he's like.
He's ingrained in my retina.
Anyway,
So let me get this straight. He had a job,
yeah, he quit it.
and he quit it to make puppets.
Yeah, he's real talented. I mean, if you saw the puppets,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm simply saying I don't understand
me neither.
who's calling for puppets.
And no offense, like the puppets don't even move their mouth or anything. You know what I mean?
They just have the strings
It's like those puppets you used to see on Sunday morning TV shows.
that don't move at all.
Yeah. Oh, they move and everything, but
no,
the mouth.
Like the mouth, the face is like solid.
Yeah, but they're like real artistic puppets. You know.
With no jaw mechanism at all?
No.
And he says he goes out and he works the puppets, too.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on over there. I can't imagine he's making much money at that. But maybe he is. I don't know.
Well, do they live in a log cabin or something?
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. Got my own problems. I don't know. That's the clearest explanation I ever got of what he does, though.
Well, I think you have to talk to him on the radio to find out what
you
they
do. Because you've been with them in person. You can't figure it out, right?
I don't know Walter, but the others, I've known them for years.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they do until today.
Yep. Well, I'm glad we did this because at least it helped me out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it interested anyone else, but it helped me out.
Yeah. You'll be able to understand what they're talking about now. Maybe you could actually engage them in conversation.
Yeah. Hey, how's that puppet business going? Or, hey, man, sell any computer equipment for pre-press applications?
What newspapers are you working for now?
Yeah, now I think I got it.
Yeah. See, you got some questions to ask.
Hey, develop any interesting leather for people like Ralph Lauren and others?
Who are you working with these days?
Yeah.
What designers?
Yeah. I wonder if guys who make puppets that... Hey, these guys who make puppets with their mouths moving, do they talk to guys like you who make puppets with mouths don't move?
Is there like a rift in the industry?
Is there a different echelon there?
What's the pecking order there?
Yeah. All right, I got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. 90
Eagle.
I'm going to bring something up that bothers me. An aluminum plaque on Highway 295 honoring Howard Stern. It shows him peeking out of an outhouse because he supported Whitman for governor, and this is her way of rewarding him. That makes me angry. This is populist government at its best. He's a foul-mouthed jerk.
Yeah.
Well,
He had a better seat on the stand up there in New York than did...
he also probably did as much to elect Pataki those last few mornings, and Whitman. And you know what, Jim? I hate to say this. I'd love to have his numbers right now. I know what you're saying, but I still don't like it.
Thank you, Jim Jensen, from your friends at The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. That was nice of you, Val. Oh, you're cranky, baby. I can handle this hard rock in the morning, yeah. BCN in Boston, we're up there now, live, full-time morning.
This is the second day, so now you know it's not April Fool's Day.
It's no April Fool's joke. We're here in my rightful spot as I continue to take over America. All the scumbags and naysayers who say this show can't rule are going to be proven wrong. Imus, get out of town. I'm going to take your ratings in Boston, too, you stupid scumbag. Asswipe. And assorted other names that I could call you, but I'm too busy this morning. As soon as I start talking about my brother-in-laws and what they do, Gary comes in because his family is even more strange.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, we're going on in Austin this week. We'll be holding a press conference, and Gary's brother's showing up.
Oh.
Because Gary's brother now... Baba Booey's family, I don't know. His dad was in the ice cream truck business.
And I never even understood, because he didn't actually have an ice cream truck.
Yeah, he was like the ice cream salesman or something.
He didn't go in a truck that's a ding-a-ling-a-ling.
No, he had that for a while.
No, he never did.
He never had an ice cream truck?
Never.
I don't believe that.
But at one time he drove a truck that contained ice cream that he would make deliveries to supermarkets.
Yeah, okay.
Then he became a salesman.
Right.
You know, and he'd go to the supermarket and say, you know, how much Haagen-Dazs do you need?
I'm the guy who saved Gary. Gary's like the big star in his family.
Yeah,
he's got
the breadwinner.
He's got a brother in Austin who, when we met Gary, he was in a business.
Right.
And he was like, you know, it was...
And always his brother's like, this is going to be leapfrog me into high society or high finance.
I have to say, since he moved to Texas,
he's doing better.
He got a job that he's been with for like, I don't know, 2.5 or 3 years.
What is that?
He sells real estate.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. And
but then I thought he was going to run a movie studio.
Well, that's what he mentioned to me. He said that, I don't know much about it, but we can ask him about it on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's involved with something down there with some sort of movie studio.
Like now he's a real estate guy, and like then he got on the phone to Baba Booey and said, yeah, I'm reading some scripts. You know, I'm trying to decide what films to make. And Baba Booey was like, what?
He's always had his hands in a bunch of different things. Like his friend is Russian, and supposedly his friend's grandfather was like second in command in the Russian army, and he found the guy's diary.
Yeah.
So they were shopping it around as a script for a while.
Oh, I see.
Except it was 1,500 pages in Russian.
Yeah.
So he's a
you know, it had to be like
now.
Yeah. So he became a movie producer, but then now he's running a movie studio. What is the movie studio?
I don't know anything about it.
You don't?
I really don't.
But
it's the joke of the family, right?
No. I mean,
doesn't your wife every day go, hey, is he in real estate today, or is he a movie? Is he running the studio?
Which brother is that you're talking to?
Yeah, which brother is it? Is the one who's in real estate, or the one who runs a movie empire?
He gets involved in a lot of stuff, and some of it works out, some of it doesn't. But I mean, he's trying.
He's sort of Ralph Cramden.
No, I wouldn't say. Well,
Come on, he has his projects he's always working on.
Hey, listen.
What's he doing at the press conference? Now he's also a reporter?
Yeah, there's a paper down there. He sent me a copy of it. It's pretty new.
Yeah.
I imagine it's sort of like stepping out, I would guess.
Right,
like a supermarket free paper.
Yeah, I think it's free.
And he's writing for them now?
He's writing for them, yeah. He wrote. I read his first article. It was pretty good.
Yeah?
It was an anti-Rush Limbaugh article.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I can dig that. And then what's your brother-in-law do?
Well, I have one brother-in-law that works for Budweiser.
Yeah.
But then I have another brother-in-law who lives up in Massachusetts, and he worked for this company, but he had to leave. I saw them actually profiled on 60 Minutes. It wasn't very positive.
Yeah.
But it used to be where if you had an invention, you sent it in. And he was and listen to this. He was a mechanical. He like some sort of mechanical, engineer.
So what you do is you get all these wackos who think they've invented something original.
Exactly.
They mail it to the company.
And his job was to
get the patent. Right. They had to draw it out for them.
He would take this thing that would be like on the other side of a matchbook cover.
Right.
And draw it so that they could patent it.
Yeah.
He said the number one item sent in was a VCR remote where when you clapped it made a noise so you could find it. But like a million people had sent that idea.
That's a pretty good idea. Wow.
But now he's doing something with CD-ROMs. But I'm not sure what it is. He just got the job a couple of months ago.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. That's kind of weird. Hey, John. Stuttering John has a weird family, too.
Oh.
Aren't you supporting? Like, Stuttering John doesn't make any money, and he's the star of the family, and he's supporting all his... What do you got? You got a brother, right?
He's got several.
I got a brother.
I never even knew you had a brother. You never even mentioned that. Does he look like you?
I try and stay as far away as I can.
Really? You don't get along with him?
No, I do. I want kids.
I heard you like supporting all of them.
I just take care of my nieces and nephews. I'm paying for my nephews.
And you have no money.
And my nieces' pictures. I pay for the pictures.
He pays for like guitar lessons and
nieces' pictures.
Yeah. She wants to be an actress, so I went and got pictures taken. I'm paid for that.
Yeah.
But he came here to say it was funny when Gary's brother called. Every time he calls with a new idea, he always pictures me. He's like, John, you want to buy some real estate? I got some great ideas. And then the next, a month later, he calls me and goes, John, do you want a web page or do CD-ROM now? I can do everything for you.
He's all purpose.
And Gary thinks he's not Ralph Cramden.
Yeah. He went from, he's just being nice on the air. He does think he's Ralph Cramden. He said it to me a million times. Because it's like, one day it's in real estate, now he's making web pages. How do you have all this expertise? 2 seconds later. Oh, yeah, he was pitching on real estate?
Oh, yeah. And I always feel weird because it's Gary's brother.
Yeah, he's me too. He's me too. He sends me a prospectus or something. But
do you ever buy anything?
No, because I don't.
It's got to be pretty frustrating for him.
It's sort of hot.
He knows John's at least a player.
Yeah, it's not cheap, and I don't really have a lot of money to play with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the funny thing about John's family, with his nieces and nephews, is John once a year does this big trip where he rents almost a bus, like a van. And I don't know, what do you have, 10 nieces and nephews?
Yeah.
John, rolls out the red carpet. He picks them up in this van. He flies them in from...
I fly him in.
From up
Where are you getting all this money?
I once paid for my brother-in-law to come in because he didn't want to take a day off of work, but I wanted the family there for Christmas, so I paid for his day of work.
Where is he getting this money?
I don't know, but I know he's always taking planes.
Yeah,
I know.
And all kinds
So he flies the whole family in, all the nieces and nephews. He's got them all now. Now John's like the school bus driver. He gets them in the van. They drive down to Busch Gardens, Virginia, and John puts them all up in a hotel. They stay for 3 nights. He puts them all up in separate rooms and hotels.
What'd that run you, man?
Maybe $5,000. Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, I took care of him, and then it culminates in one of my sisters divorcing the family, so she doesn't talk to me anymore.
Who's divorcing the family?
One of my sisters decided that. Because after they got back, all she did was complain to me. I called and asked if her nephew had a good time. And all she did was say what an idiot I was.
Why? Because it was a bad trip?
Because I rushed him on the rides, and I was.
Oh my God!
They complained about the free trip.
That's like the nicest thing you ever did.
So I just said. So then I just got really mad, and then now she doesn't speak, and now she thinks the whole family's against her. You
flew your sister down. Let me get this straight. You flew your sister down from where?
From Syracuse.
From Syracuse.
I flew her husband and her nephew down, and my nephew down.
And you flew them all in. You got them you took them and you drove them down to Virginia.
Got a van, drove them down to Virginia. Went to a hotel in Virginia.
Paid for everything. Meals, everything. And then you called her to say hi, and then she started complaining about the trip.
I actually made the call thinking she was going to tell me how great they had. What a great time.
Lie at least.
They came home and complained.
I got complaint after complaint after complaint.
How ungrateful.
It killed me. And then So then it turns out that, and now she's divorced herself from the family.
When's the last time I can't believe this. When's the last time you spoke to her?
It was last June.
Yeah, I've had fights with certain family members, too, where I haven't talked to them for over 2 years.
Then I called to talk to her nephew just to get him a Christmas present, and she won't let me talk to the kids now. So that's like it's the last thing
that's the wrong thing to do, man.
She could play.
You should be allowed to talk to the kids.
And it's hard for me because really I just love the kids.
Right.
I mean, but,
so forget them.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's one less headache.
Hey, you got a kid of your own on
Yeah, you got your own kid coming. Screw it. Hey, man, that's a really nice thing to do. I don't know what her problem is.
Yeah.
But that's amazing that, somebody could accept a free trip and then all they can think of is it all went wrong. Nothing was right with it.
And everyone else liked it, right?
Everyone loved it. I mean, see what happened. Then the really scary part is that my other nephew.
Yeah.
My other nephew.
Don't get distracted. Just talk.
I'm sorry. My other nephew.
You're on the air.
My other nephew
all distracted.
Overheard me talking about it to my mother or something.
Yeah.
And he wrote my sister a letter saying how angry he was because he had the greatest time, and now she won't. And now she won't talk to him.
They're all writing letters. No one's talking to each other.
It alienated the whole family.
That's funny.
So now she won't talk to the whole family.
That's funny. And what's your brother do?
So I had to get what?
What does he do for a living?
He works at the post office.
Oh, yeah?
Why do you say that with such a muffled voice?
You don't want anyone to know. You're not much better, so.
But he doesn't, like...
And what else you got?
Disrupt anything. What?
You got another brother?
I got two sisters.
Oh, two sisters?
Yeah.
And what do they do? You don't even know.
One's...
like a housewife?
One's still going to college. This is the one who divorced the family. She's still going to school. And Susan...
Isn't one like a veterinary assistant or something?
She was. She's in a job, I think.
Well, that's easy, though.
Yeah, the veterinary assistant thing didn't last very long.
Oh, yeah.
It isn't a great portfolio. Family members.
Great portfolio. You know what? As long as you're in here, let's take a break because I heard you were with Shapiro, Robert Shapiro.
Yeah.
That guy makes me pissed off, man. That guy sucks. He's like disassociating himself, Hey, man,
I still want to know if he collected a paycheck.
Yeah.
That's the disassociation I would like to see. Don't accept the money.
He claims he hasn't been paid. Didn't he claim he hasn't been paid yet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But he's looking for pay.
Yeah.
Don't accept it.
I don't care what he says. He goes around strutting around. He's so proud of himself. He's a big celebrity now, Robert Shapiro.
Bald spot in the back of his
the
head.
big bushy eyebrows. I can't stand that guy. And and then they ask him, don't you think O.J. was guilty? He has a smug little look.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
I just hope all these guys who helped O.J. and everything, I hope some of their kids get killed by some maniac, and then they have to, go to court, like Cato Kalin. I hope his whole family gets wiped out, and then some idiot goes into court and just mumbles through his testimony.
Yeah, some supposed friend.
Yeah, some friend. Karma. But you know what? There is no karma. Never happens.
Haven't you had way too much evidence to the contrary?
Yeah, what if Cato Kalin's mom was killed by some maniac, and then the one...
want some witness to come forward and
say what he... Yeah, right. Just tell us what you know. Was O.J. abusive? Now he's going around saying, Nicole used to come around and say that she was going to be stabbed by scissors.
Yeah,
where were you during the trial?
Up.
Yeah.
Trial's over.
O.J. was a nice guy.
Fight? What fight?
Fight? Well, no. He seemed pretty calm. Yeah, okay. Thanks, man. Thanks for sticking up for dead people.
I think he's feeling really guilty now.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? It's not even guilt.
It isn't.
Cato Kalin was on the scene. He thought he was going to be a big star. He didn't get to see any money, except from the dopey radio station we worked for in Los Angeles who paid him for 6 months. He didn't get to see any money out of the deal. He's not in any films. So now he needs a reason to get on TV. So he's on TV, and in conjunction with saying that he thinks O.J. did it and that he was abusive to Nicole, he's now saying Hollywood's blacklisting him. They're not blacklisting him. He's got no talent.
It's the same list he was always on.
Yeah, he can't understand it. He's like, well, you don't understand. I was partying with Charlie Sheen. I'm on Larry King. You don't understand? I'm supposed to be working. He doesn't understand why he's not working. He doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. So now he's got a new angle. He's going to go around saying,
I think he's guilty.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. You know what that is? The sound of Cato's 15 minutes almost up. Yeah. He's going to be a Trivial Pursuit question. All right, we're going to take a break, and then John will do Robert Shapiro. We've got guests coming in. We've got tapes to play for you. We have a very busy show, Robin.
It's true.
And
I heard the lineup.
You heard the lineup. I'm not lying this time. We'll be back right after these words.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. With Stern. peace and love and Howard Stern?
Hey, Elaine. What's the matter? You don't want to come on my show? Elaine, you don't want to be on the Howard Stern show? What's the matter? It's a horrible show, isn't it, huh? Yeah, you're so funny.
What? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Take a seat.
What in the world? All right, take it easy. Oh, all right, everybody. Oh, down.
Who's this guy? You all right? I don't know who he is. No, I'm okay. Sit down, relax.
Okay.
It's not a matter of taste. Hit somebody in the face. I hope you got a good lawyer for hitting people. What's wrong? We didn't hit anybody. You hit us first. We didn't hit anybody. Yeah, we'll see you in the lawsuit. You unfunny piece of Hey, arms off me. What's going on?
Is there where is McGann now?
Who's this guy? What is this guy?
Don't you insult me. I'll sue you for slandering.
See you in court. One of our better moments.
Thanks, Elaine Boozler, from your friends at the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, one of the highlights. Elaine Boozler's boyfriend, I'm sure, who's busy in show business now.
Well, I don't even think he's her boyfriend.
No, I think he even lost her. It's pretty pathetic. She can't hold on to an Elaine Boozler. Yeah, got all upset because we called her over to the table. Couldn't handle it. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Marlowe, you'll enjoy the very funny 2-hour video of his wild game, Stump the Joke Man. It's $15, $4 shipping and handling. Spring special, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Thursday night, April 11th, Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey, with Jake Thomas on keyboards. For Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker information, call 516-9221. Yeah, I think Elaine Boozler's boyfriend is now selling puppets. That's his job. I don't know what he's doing. Stuttering John, real quick here. Robert Shapiro, hero of the stupid. Stuttering John went out last night, I believe.
No, it was yesterday afternoon.
Oh, was it yesterday afternoon?
Yeah.
Where was Mr. Shapiro?
He was at Barnes & Noble doing a book signing.
Promoting that book no one's going to buy?
Yeah.
Are you interested in reading Robert Shapiro's book?
I have no desire to hear a word he has to say.
Christopher Darden's book, maybe I'd read. You know, I've read the first chapter. That's about it. You know, I mean, I don't read books, so what do I know? But if you got to pick and choose, it's not going to be Robert Shapiro's book because Robert Shapiro's not going to sit there and tell you the truth.
Yeah, some guy asked him, "Are you going to talk about O.J.?" And he goes, "No, I'm just going to talk about me."
Yeah, yeah, like somebody's interested.
Everybody's interested in Robert Shapiro.
And he can't tell you the truth about O.J. and how he feels because how he feels is he feels he's a murderer. That's it, plain and simple. So how can the book be any good? So where was he that you got him? Did you get online?
At first it was me and like 6 other crews out front, and everyone just like hounded him as he walked in, and we all followed him in and just started screaming questions to him. I mean, because he wouldn't talk to anybody.
Right.
It was just like a photo op, but I'm very loud, so I just yelled him right in.
All right. So did he answer any questions?
He would only the first one, and then he just looks and. All
right. Let me see what happened here.
Robert, would you let your daughter date O.J.? Robert?
I'm sorry?
Would you let your daughter date O.J.?
I don't have a daughter.
Well, if you did? Come on, Robert, what's the matter? You can talk to us? Come on, Robert.
Robert. So you know, it sounds like rabbit when you say it. Rabbit.
So he runs into the revolving door, so now it's just... so now everyone's chasing him inside the door.
He couldn't answer that question, could he? If he had a daughter, would he let her date O.J.?
No.
Because the answer is no. Of course not. He's a murderer. He can't answer. Some honest book. Can't even answer that question. Oh, man. What a pathetic loser.
It's always easier to say, oh, I don't have a daughter. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 sons. It's okay. I saw his wife and 2 sons.
Let all the murderers loose. I have sons.
Yeah, very proud of himself.
Let's go.
He's a big star now. Robert Shapiro.
Robert, will you be getting any other murderers off in the near future? Mr. Shapiro, did you ever find lost objects in your eyebrows?
Put down just a little. So this is where you yell out stuff and
he just sits there.
And what's he doing? Just staring at you?
But he's sitting there and he's got I mean, look how loud I am. And he's just sitting there and he just has this like.
And what are the other reporters doing?
They're just taking pictures. Nobody's asking questions.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like I was doing the show.
Gary told me they started cheering you and stuff.
Yeah. As it goes along, everyone starts applauding me.
Wow. A lot of hostility, huh?
Robert, do you ever slip and call O.J. murderer?
Mr. Shapiro, how did it feel working alongside a murderer and an adulterous lawyer who allegedly beat his wife? Mr. Shapiro, any comments, please? Cat got your tongue, Mr. Shapiro? Mr. Shapiro, did Marsha Clark ever come on to you like she came on to Johnny Cochran? Mr. Shapiro, please comment.
And he's just standing like 2 feet away from you?
He's like, yeah, he's from...
About as far as we are?
Yes, about as far as we are.
I got to watch that on E. John was on E last night. Gorilla told me, Prick, I forget to call him his real name. Prick told me that it was the funniest thing he ever saw.
Yeah.
I forget what it was.
It was the ESPY Awards.
The ESPY Awards, and John was doing something to some celebrity, and it was really funny. Hey, Prick, come in here. Prick.
That's funny.
Hey, Prick. Hey, man.
He likes it.
He likes it, too.
Yeah, he loves it.
His new identity. Yeah. Somebody needed a name around here. What were you watching John doing?
At one point in the studio, John winked at you.
Oh, yeah. The E crew did a really good job on this. God bless the E crew. They always are creative. John winked at me. And he either has a tick or something going on. And I go, what are you winking at me for? And he goes, I didn't wink at you. Of course, they have a camera on him the whole time. Not only did he wink, they slow it down, and they zero in on his eye, and they circle it, and in slow motion, you see him like, like winking and stuff. It looks like Popeye, right?
Yeah, I almost fell off my bed.
He was winking at me, right?
Yeah, and then I thought about it 5 minutes later, and I laughed just as hard.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so here you are, Robert Shapiro. You're 2 feet away from him, and you're just yelling out stupid questions.
Mr. Shapiro, can you explain how the LAPD manufactured the alleged phony evidence?
Within 2 seconds was the rest of the question.
Oh, that was all that was.
Yeah, how do they manufacture evidence within 2 seconds?
Mr. Shapiro, because you hired Johnny Cochran, who played the race card, do you personally feel responsible for O.J. being free? Mr. Shapiro, do you get off being recognized on the street now? Mr. Shapiro, being hated and ostracized, was it worth it for a few shekels?
Hey, John.
Hey, they digging you?
Yeah, no, everyone's loving it.
Yeah, why not?
Go for it.
Hey, John. At least John came prepared. Everybody else is treating him like he's the Pope. He's a lawyer who helped O.J.
Mr. Shapiro, please.
Can't guys, he was on Barbara Walters saying, if someone comes to me and asks for help, I have to do it regardless of whether I think they're guilty or innocent. That's a lot of bull. Lawyers turn down cases all the time, don't they?
I think you can turn down the case, but he's claiming like he went on the case and then he couldn't get off. He was stuck.
He said the only time you can turn down a case is based on fees. So that means you can turn down any case.
Yeah, your fee never is high enough.
You say, I want $50 billion. Again,
Mr. Shapiro, would you have represented Hitler for the right price?
Sure he would have. Of course he would have. What's the difference between Hitler and O.J.? There is no difference. In fact,
the difference is Hitler would have been gunning for him.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, then he'll get all high and mighty. Yeah, Hitler would have gone after a Jew like Robert Shapiro. Yeah, he's a great man. Writing books, parading around, getting into all the fancy restaurants in Hollywood. Hey, what did I learn? Someone told me about O.J., man. Now when he goes into a I know what it is.
I told you this, but...
I heard that in Brentwood, O.J.'s neighbors, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
O.J.'s neighbors, when they see him walking around, they scream.
Scream what?
They just scream, like in fear. It's their shtick.
Really?
Against O.J., yeah.
It's like the pod people in that stupid movie
Yeah.
when you see him, you go, ah!
Yeah, that's what they do. Am I right?
No, he's exactly right. They shriek and like as if they're afraid he's going to kill them.
Right. On purpose.
That is too wild.
Isn't that great?
Sure that's true?
Well, look at the source.
No, it was in the Inquirer.
It was
Well, I believe that.
In fact, they said that they chased him and Al Cowlings out of a restaurant because people were just screaming.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I have heard about those kinds of things.
The people all walk out.
Or that the people just said, we don't want you here.
Yeah, right. Get out. If anybody's a neighbor of O.J., call in, okay? We want to hear your shriek.
That's happening.
Good. Are you done with Shapiro, or are you still asking questions?
No, I just start yelling at anything.
Okay, all right. You're off the paper now.
Please comment, Mr. Shapiro. How much do you pay Mark Furman?
How much did you pay Mark Furman?
I just decided to.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Well, like
how much did you pay Mark Furman?
How much did you pay Mark Furman?
That's crazy. How much did you pay Mark Furman?
He's writing now.
Now, you see, as soon as he takes matters into his own hands.
Off the page.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Take care, Mr. Shapiro.
Take care.
Take care.
Have a nice day.
Come on.
You get an applause.
Yeah.
Press corps applauding you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
For a change.
No wonder your sister hates you, man. You're obnoxious. Well, anyway, there's Stuttering John with Robert Shapiro. When we come back, Hero of the Stupid. Yeah, I'll talk about Boston and why we're in Boston now in the mornings. I'll give you a complete market analysis. We'll take some phone calls. Maybe I'll give away some Rainforest tickets. William Shatner's coming in. We're taking him into his... What? He's here. Is he here already? Ooh. We want to... How many times has William Shatner been on this show?
This, I think, is going to be his third or fourth.
I would say about 4.
I think it's time to ask him that special question.
Okay.
We only take certain guests into a certain room when we feel we know them. And I think he's ready. He's like one of the initiated.
This is the final test.
Robin, you can't go into this room because you're a girl.
I don't get to go.
No. But maybe you can stand at the top.
Upstairs and see what's going on.
I think he's ready. All right. Maybe we'll do that next. Maybe we'll take phone call. I don't know what we're going to do next. Let's do William Shatner next.
Yes,
I'm anxious to get into the room.
You haven't been down there in a while.
I think he's going to be into it. I think he's up for it.
We'll see.
He's been on 4 times.
Interesting to find out.
All right. Let's take a break, and then I'll do my market analysis of Boston. We're going to hold a press conference in Boston today, too.
But we are in Boston.
So it wasn't an April Fool's joke.
And on in the morning.
No, it's not an April Fool's joke.
Everyone thought it was.
Hey, you were over at my movie office yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Oh, I just sat down with the wardrobe people to talk about my looks.
Who, Joseph?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to have to take off your hair or what?
No. Take off my hair.
I can use wigs and stuff.
Howard,
That's what I'm doing.
I was over there yesterday.
Yeah.
This is one big room that's like just your wardrobe.
Yeah.
It's just like looking at your whole life of clothes.
Yeah, I know.
They say you have 90-something costume changes.
That's true. And I was talking to Betty last night about some script changes, and I just added at least 7 more costumes.
And then I saw all your different hairs on the wall.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
You know what's weird about going over to that movie production office? It's my whole life all over the walls. They hang everything on the walls.
We watched, I sat with the casting people yesterday. We took a look at your college film.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Oh, no.
Isn't that great? Isn't that funny?
We were all sitting around trying to decide. I guess you tell people that you won some award for that.
Yeah, I did.
And we were trying to figure out whether you just made that up or not.
No, what happened is I won an award for the documentary I did on TM.
Oh,
and that was my
award?
follow-up. That was my follow-up
But
film.
Betty seems to think that you might have won some award.
I did. I did win an award.
What award?
It was a student film. It was an 8.
Yeah, like your class?
It was stupid. It was you had to make 8mm films.
Right.
So I had done so good about I was now the up-and-coming young filmmaker. So they gave me an award for this film.
Who is that?
The class, all of the film students get together and vote the best picture of the year.
That's no award.
Well, yeah, it is for a student.
Robin, have you ever seen this film?
What was the film?
Yes.
All I could say is that it seems like Howard had success with his first film, and he got very carried away with himself.
I did. Well, what happened was, you didn't see this one.
I didn't see this one. I saw the first one.
Yeah, you didn't see this one. I flipped my lid. I did a Bergman film. It was my Bergman period.
Yes.
And I took my friend Bob Petrick, and I put him up on the roof of my building, dressed him as Jesus Christ.
I did not see this one.
And the whole soundtrack is just music, and this gothic music. He's Jesus, and I'm moaning the whole time. Oh, you have sinned against me. Right? Oh, you have sinned against me. Then he's on top of the roof. This girl comes up his girlfriend comes up. She's dressed in white. She has big breasts. This girl, Orna or something. And she chops him up. She stabs him to death, throws him off the side of the building in a plastic bag. Jesus. And then you do a flashback, and it's Jesus, Allison, all wrapped in robes and plastic around their face.
Right.
And blood all over them, ketchup. And they're out and they're playing cards on a bridge table.
What does this mean?
Meant nothing, but a lot of the students saw meaning in it.
Robin,
you know what I mean? It was like a goof.
They're in the middle of a park on a windy day.
Yeah.
Somebody's dealing cards. They're all wearing togas.
Jesus is dealing
with
cards.
With saran wrap around their faces. and then they start wrestling.
Yeah. Jesus gets upset, and then she kills him
you're
again.
telling me this won an award.
Won an award. Albeit a stupid award, but it won one. I was like Woody Allen, though. I used some of the same players in every film.
Oh, you had a little company.
Yeah, I had a company. It was an 8mm film. I didn't know what I was doing. But I seem to have more. I was more filled with clues than the other students. All right. Yeah, because that's in the movie. My first movie I make with Val. It's a movie within a movie.
Oh, God.
All right, listen. William Shatner's out there. Yep. Captain of Star Trek.
Guy who makes real movies.
Yeah. We're going to bring him to a special place when we get back. I don't want to say what it is because he might run out of here. But I think he might have the right sensitivity for it. I'm very excited about it.
It's always a big deal when you get this part of the initiation.
Yeah, all right. We'll explain when we get back, right after these words.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
All right, William Shatner, the captain of the Star Trek, is here. He's got a couple of books to promote. Guy's got like 27 books out on the
he's
market.
always writing.
Yeah, he's into it. He's the real captain of the Star Trek. You know, I mean, he's the guy we all know.
And everyone patterns themselves after him.
Yeah, even that broad they got on the new Star Trek.
Captain Janeway.
Captain Janeway can eat my ass.
Whoa.
Come on, the real captain. Captain Janeway can eat me.
Sounds like my introduction.
Yeah. How you doing?
Is this the room?
No, let me tell you something. I want to talk to you today about something. Yeah. You've been on the show 3 times.
3.
And let me say something to you. Yeah. We very rarely bring a guest into this room. It's called the Homo room. Now listen to me. I know you're not a homo and stuff, but it's where me, Jackie, and Fred.
What's Jackie doing there?
Now listen, me, Jackie, Fred, we want to bring you down to the Homo room.
The Homo room.
And it's where guys can just hang out. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
We've only brought like 6 guests down there.
Are they all been male?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Robin can't go down there.
It's an all-male room.
Shh, don't say it around Robin.
Robin could go down.
And all these guys who were in there are all dead now.
Oh.
What are they dead of?
I just want to take you down there. If you don't feel comfortable at any point in the Homo room.
Do I have to bend over and then?
We're just going to have some fun. That's where guys can have fun.
I don't know whether that's...
Come on downstairs. Let me open the door. Would you agree? And then, you know what? And then we'll plug your book when we're done. Then we'll read your book and so we'll get, we'll just...
Is it like a sweat lodge of any kind?
No. Don't be nervous. I'm serious. It's a better place for us to talk. It's a better place to conduct the interview. Gary, you want to go downstairs with us? Because William Shatner's a little nervous.
I've been down there in 8 years.
He's a big star, and he doesn't want to embarrass himself. But no one will know. It's the 4 of us now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. Robin, you could stand at the top of the steps, but you can't come down to the Homo room. I don't want you to know what goes on down there.
Screams for help.
No. It's a very enjoyable experience.
I'll call 911.
We have guy fun. That's why we call it the Homo room. It's guy fun where we can all we take on different names. Come on down. You agree to come down?
I'll follow you.
All right, good. Okay, everybody, come on. It's right down here. It's very cavernous. Wow. A little echoey too. I think my echo's working. Yeah.
Wow.
Look at it.
Psychedelic, man.
It's really different, isn't it?
Beautiful.
We go where no woman has gone before. This is a room. Take a look around you.
You can't be sure of that.
Look at this place. This is where you're the 4th guest. The only other guys we brought down here, like Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. He freaked out and tried to run out, but he handled it. Let's just sit down, relax, and this is, I think, the first order of business down here.
Howard, I'm a little nervous.
Just calm down. First order of business in the Homo room is put down the banana. We're going to play with those later.
Oh.
I'm the leader of the Homo room. Jackie, you ready?
Ready.
Fred?
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right. Let's give each other girl names first. All right? You're going to be, instead of Bill, you'll be Jill Shatner.
Jill.
You're Jill. All right? So now we call you Jill. Let me think who else I could give a name to here. Robin, are you listening in?
Yes, I'm wondering what your name's going to be.
Andy.
Let me think. No, not Andy. Andy's like a...
No, the model. Andy.
I want to be Stacy. No, Stacy. Mine is Stacy.
Stacy?
Yeah. I want to be Stacy. You'll be Jill, Stacy, and Gary could be Betsy Delabate.
Excellent. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Betsy.
How you doing?
Fred, you're Frederic, and Jackie is Jessica Martling. All right? Because that was his name the last time.
Frederica.
Oh, do you want to see the cock?
Oh.
Chickens down here?
No, yeah. Where's the cock? This is the cock. We keep cocks in the Homo room. Want to say hi to my cock?
That's a big cock.
Thank you. Are you having fun? Are you relaxing?
Oh, yeah. The cock has put me at ease.
And it's also very exciting.
I'm going to talk like this. I'm more relaxed like this.
Stacy?
Put on a different voice. You sound too much like a guy.
I thought that attracted you, Stacy.
No. All right, put away the cock. Let's take our clothes off. Let's just take our clothes off and be naked.
I don't mind, but...
What's the big deal?
It's looking at...
Are you getting uncomfortable? If you want to leave the homo room, you can leave.
No.
It won't be much of an...
I don't want to leave it alone. All
right, first order of business is... Let's shave each other's asses. Come on. Bend over, I'll do yours, and then you'll do mine.
Are you using Gillette?
What?
Are you using a Gillette?
Hey, put on your headphones. You can't even... Yeah. Let me shave you. Yeah.
Great headphones?
Yeah, let me shave you.
Ooh,
He loves it.
He fits right in.
Well, he fits in.
He fits in.
Stop it. All right. I'm going to sing. First order of business, men. Men?
Yeah.
First order of business is I'm going to sing a love song to Jill. Here I go.
Men.
Come on, we're gonna do a lot of other fun things.
Don't you think you got to say girls?
All right, women. Ready?
Gosh, I came to plug a book.
You're gonna plug your book. Don't worry.
Yeah, but where are you going to put the book?
You're in the homo room. Relax. Stop with the plugging every minute. We'll get to that.
Oh, I feel so good. Where'd the band come?
I'm singing to you, Jill. What kind of song is this?
Coming in now.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time Bill is near? Jill. Just like me, they long to be close to Jill.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Why do stars fall down from the sky?
Because they met Howard, that's why.
Every time Bill walks by. Jill. Just like me, everyone gays long to be close to Jill.
Oh, my God.
One more verse, if I may. On the day that I turned gay, I just bent over right away, and my boyfriend knew exactly what to do.
What was that? Oh, my.
So they... Enough singing. Let me tell you something.
Couldn't quite make
Did you see the band leader?
Would you relax? You're just not relaxed down here. All right, let's take pictures of each other's buttocks. Come on.
Ooh.
Bend over, Bill.
I am.
I mean, Jill. Oh, you are?
That was a
getting excited
camera with a motor drive.
Come on, we got to teach you to do some fun stuff down here. Remember when you used to...
It's all gone.
5 minutes. Remember when you were respected in Hollywood?
That's right.
Now, let's do something really fun.
And my daughters loved me as a father.
I'm going to do
where
something.
I'll be now.
No, you're not gay. We know that. But just get into it.
We all have husbands and wives and everything, but
What?
it's not
We
down
all
here.
have
But you're obviously faking. I'm not.
talking about?
Gary, you're a moron.
You're getting by, and I'm not.
This is the Star Dick Enterprise.
Betsy's as stupid as Gary.
Yeah, Betsy, you know, in your feet.
That was a good one.
Isn't that great? All right, let's have a fun thing. Let's take beer cans and open them with our buttocks.
Beer bottles.
You want to do beer bottles?
Beer bottles.
All right, I'll go first. I'm going to insert a beer bottle and open it with my buttocks. Okay?
Just give me the Bud Light, huh?
Watch. How's that?
Oh.
Let me see. Bill Shatner, your turn. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Go ahead. Now let me see you do it. Come on. You don't like the smell of another man's gas?
Who's pouring that?
That was Jackie.
Frederica.
Your turn. Bill, don't struggle.
Yeah.
Open a beer bottle with your buttocks.
Here I go. Here I go.
Wow. did that easily.
That was the first time.
All right, what other fun can we have down here?
Plug a book.
Okay, all right, every time you do something, we'll plug your book.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Bill Shatner's Star Trek The Return is in the bookstores right now.
Right?
Well, if you've ever wondered what happened to the Star Trek.
Yes, let me show you what happened.
Open a bottle. Open a bottle.
He's having a little trouble.
Oh, you broke it.
Fell off.
If you let me pick the glass out with my teeth.
Me first.
Your head.
Oh, my.
Isn't this fun, guys? Is this the Homo room the best?
Yay! We love Jill.
Jill Shatner.
Jill Shatner.
You guys are sick.
All right, now we're going to have...
We haven't had fun up to now?
We're going to play frog.
Frog?
You see this frog?
Yes.
All right. You sit on it, and you try to drown out the sound.
Okay, but before I do,
Yeah.
plug another book.
Okay. Star Trek, The Ashes of Eden. Now, what is that book?
That's a soft cover, if you'll excuse the expression.
Oh, really? Okay, now.
It's against the hardcover, The Return.
All right, listen to me.
Yes.
We'll get back to your book in a second.
Okay.
The frog is ready.
Oh.
I'm going to sit on the frog and
Yes.
see if I can muffle out the frog sound entirely. It's very hard. Here I go. See? See how it's done?
That was easy for you.
Well, I've got a big spread. All right, Gary, your turn. I bet you he can't kill the sound.
Please, I've got the biggest ass in the room.
You could sit on 3 frogs.
Okay, here I go.
Certain amount of pride in that. I've got the... Hear that? I've got the biggest ass in the room, he said.
I hear it. I hear it a little. I hear it a little.
But it's going.
That's not bad. All right, Jill, it's your turn. Sit on the frog.
Okay, but if it's not pleasant, I'm going to get off.
Go ahead, try it.
You ready? Okay.
He's so naked.
Oh.
He's so well hung.
Oh.
Ooh. Very nice.
You see how quickly I did that?
Uh-oh.
I learned by watching you.
I think the frog climbed in. I don't,
Jump,
Mr. Shatner. Wow. Did you like that? All right, let's plug a book. Now, you have another book, Man of War. Ooga. Man of War. Ooga. He's got 3 books out.
Wow.
You're so prolific. Kiss me. Oh, man.
On your prolifics?
I can't believe how you killed the frog like that. It's roomy in there, Jill. Good for you.
You're so
fabulous.
I can't help it. Get me out of this room.
No, I'm not getting out.
How do I get out of here?
Would you like a high colonic?
Can I have a low colonic?
You want to sing a gay song?
No.
You don't?
Oh,
You're uptight. You really are. You really are uptight.
But that could be pleasant.
All right, this is what we're going to do. I see that you're well endowed. You see the gong over in the corner of the Homo?
That's just the college fund.
Do you see the gong over there in the corner?
Yes.
Take your privates and ring the gong.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay. Did you hear?
Fred, did you see that?
That was wonderful.
That's called the dong gong.
No wonder you're the captain. Wow, did you hear that, Robin, all the way up there?
All the way up here. Wow.
Let's do it
Fitting
again
right
one more
in
time.
down there.
What a pair of grapes on Jill.
Fitting right in isn't quite the expression I would use.
Mr. Shatner, are all these books in the stores right now? The Return, The Ashes of Eden, and Man of War?
The Return is the second of a trilogy.
Are they really
Ashes
good?
of Eden is the first.
Yes.
And Man of War is in the stands this week.
You must
Are
sing.
they all Star Trek?
Yes.
You are. The Return and Ashes of Eden are Star Trek books, but Man of War is totally
What are you
new.
doing down here, Robin?
I'm yelling.
Man of War.
Yeah.
Man of War.
Go away.
Man of War is totally different.
Don't you guys love the Star Trek series?
Yeah.
Were
Thanks, boys.
there gay characters in Star Trek?
How come there were no gay characters in Star Trek?
There were, you just didn't know.
I bet. The Klingon. You think it was the Klingons?
Well, why do you think they call them Klingons?
Right.
Because they wouldn't let go.
Let's put Star Trek on and watch it nude.
Oh.
No, I know it.
Star Trek on and watch.
Let's give you the test to see if you're gay. I'm going to play some movies, all right?
Yeah.
Now, this is, I'm going to show you pictures. I'll show you pictures. Forget the movie. Here's a picture of Cindy Crawford. Let's see if you get aroused, okay? Just stare at it. Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? How could
Nothing's happening. Look. How can I tell? I'm looking at you naked. Play along.
Play along?
Look at this picture of Elle McPherson.
Oh, wow.
Limp.
Ooh,
Now look at this. This is TV's Urkel. Wow. Bingo.
But that has There's a certain sexuality. You hear what I mean?
Do you love it down here, or are you bumming out?
No, I'm beginning to enjoy it.
You're enjoying it. You like it.
Relax and
different, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we can do. Want to light farts? I'll give you your choice.
Yes.
For your next plug.
Okay.
We can light our farts.
Yes.
All right, with flames.
Yes.
You know. We can listen to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. But that's kind of boring, isn't it?
No.
No, we don't want to do that. Or, I know what we can do.
Yeah?
Let's try to talk with bananas in our mouth.
Oh, great idea. But first,
what's your favorite?
first,
oh wait, no.
a book.
You can plug all 3 books, but you have to do it with a banana in your mouth.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Ready?
All right, peel the banana.
Okay. I got it.
This is real Homo room stuff.
Okay,
With Jill Shatner, the captain of the Star Trek. I love it down in the Homo room. Put that banana in your mouth.
This banana.
I'll show you how it's done. Let me show you.
Show me how.
Watch. You put the banana in your mouth and you try to plug your book.
Okay, say.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Say the return.
Watch how far you go.
The return. Say the return.
I love the book you sing.
Okay, now say the ashes of Eden.
The ashes of Eden.
Now say man of war.
Man of war.
I can't hear you.
Man of war.
I can't hear you.
War.
Did you swallow? Holy!
Let me see you.
I can't do that.
You do it.
I can't.
Come on, put the banana in your mouth.
You did it. I can't do it any better.
And you gargle with them.
This is getting beyond my range, Howard.
I'll show you how it's done. I'll show you how it's done.
This is going beyond anything I have.
Here, wait. 1 second. Here's a cup of body fluid.
Okay.
I can't say what the fluid is, but I think you get the idea. Let me hear you gargle.
Everybody marches to the tune of a different drummer.
Let me hear you gargle and say The Return, the name of your new book, The Star Trek The Return. Go ahead. Fred, you try it first.
What's that?
Frederic.
Gargle and say
Frederic.
return. The
Here.
return.
Hold on.
Gargle and say The Return. It's my body fluid.
That's very good. Say ashes of Eden. Now say man of war.
It's fantastic. How'd it taste?
It was wonderful. Fine vintage.
Thank you.
You had broccoli last night.
Let me try it.
What year was that?
Jill, you tell me what to say.
Tell him what to say.
Say the return. Not very good. Say man of war. Oh, very clear.
Better.
And
You
you
had to swallow.
I had to swallow.
Cheater. She's going to drown.
Let me see you do it, Jill. You do it. Come on. Stop being uptight. Say man of war. Man of war. Jeez. That wasn't good. What else do you want to do down here? Now that we're naked and we're enjoying ourselves in the Homer room.
I want to see you dance a harem dance.
Want to all sing?
Okay.
All right.
What is
Hold
it,
on.
a campfire?
My song queued up?
Hold on.
Want to light some farts in the meantime?
Okay.
Hold on.
You guys are so sick.
You want to roast some
Jessica,
weenies?
I think, wants to go first.
We're going to... Robin, you should be a guy. You'd have fun down here to roast weenies.
Okay.
By the way, you're gorgeous, nude.
I've worked.
You are gorgeous.
Oh, goodness. Somebody's... That's
That was
like a
Jackie.
flamethrower.
All right.
Okay.
Mr. Shatner, would you be do the honor and sing the official Homo anthem when you're bending? Would you? The song When You're Smiling? Hold on, I'll give you music.
I have to stand.
I'll tell you when to start. You're good on the ad lib. Here we go. This is When You're Bending to the tune of When You're Smiling. You know the song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
That's the wrong song. That says Anybody Seen My Life, mate.
Well, that's 5'2". Huh?
Yes, yes.
Oh, when you're bending.
When you're bending, I want you to sing. Fa-fa-fooey, get me music, quickly.
That's he screwed up.
He even screws up down here. Even in the Homo room, he screws up. Fred, cue us when it's time to sing When You're Bending, the Homo anthem down here in the Homo room. William Shatner's have written so many exciting books like Star Trek The Return. And you really write these, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Work with
a guy.
With it.
Do you go to the Homo room?
In the return and
when you write these books,
Gar and Judy Reese Stevens.
Wait a second. Hold it.
Chris Henderson.
Chris Henderson is who you wrote Man of War with?
That's right.
Is he a good-looking guy?
He's a great-looking. He's built.
How old is he?
He's 23, 24.
May December.
Yeah. May December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jill's music is ready.
All right. You know how to sing When You're Bending?
Well, I can.
All right. Here we go.
Are you ready?
When you're bending, when you're bending, when you're bending, when you're bending, I hope I'll be standing behind you. Because your buttocks, what? Come on, your luscious buttocks are so firm and cute and new.
Fine, Howard.
I'll get excited by the back of your head. I will invade you, and soon we will be wed. You take it. Then don't keep on bending. I'll be attending. You'll be sore before I'm through.
Oh, yeah, baby. Listen to me one more time.
Oh, come on. Oh, when you're bending.
When you're bending.
I hope I'll be standing behind you.
I hope so, too.
Because your buttocks, your luscious buttocks, are so firm and cute and new.
For the first
I'll get excited by the back of your head. Come on, Fred, you sing.
I can't find
I'll invade you, and soon you'll be wed. Gary, sing. So keep on bending. I'll be attending.
You'll be attending.
You'll be sore before I'm through.
Oh, yes, sing it to me another time, baby.
Oh, I love it down in the Homo room, don't you? Is this bonding or what?
This is bonding, but can we go to the studio?
No. Let's type your next book with our genitals.
I don't think...
Watch how quick I can type. I'm telling you, it'll be wonderful. Watch it. Give me a line to write.
Right on the exit.
Tell me the first line of your book, Star Trek: The Return.
The sun sets slowly behind the planet.
With my genitals. Look at me. I'm typing with my genitals.
As Spock slowly arose.
Spock slowly. Oh, damn, typo.
Just exit out.
I have some white out.
I hope you brought some white out.
I've got plenty. Wow, this is so much fun to be with you down in the Homo room. What a sport. Do you like it? Tell the
No,
truth.
I don't like it anymore. I want to go back now.
You don't want a high colonic? All right, forget it.
Just a little one.
Take one high colonic. Lay down on this table.
All right,
just lay down on the table.
Where?
And I'll insert the tube.
Here?
And we'll see what comes out of you. We're just going to do a 5-gallon...
Oh, it's not there. Howard, not there. Oh, my God.
My captain. What is that? Look.
I wonder where that was.
Look what was in you, your first manuscript. Wow. All right, let's go upstairs.
I've been looking for that for a long time.
What is it, Darabate?
I just want to say before we leave that Jill has the cutest, tightest ass of any person we've ever brought down.
Captain, my captain.
Oh, thanks, guys. I don't know what to say.
The
Come on upstairs.
words right out of my mouth.
And don't act like a homo when we get upstairs.
No, I'll be...
Act normal.
Yeah, right, okay.
All right. And don't tell Robin what we did.
Oh, hi, Robin.
Hey, what are you guys doing down there?
Our secret. Hey, Robin. We were just downstairs. Tell him, Fred, what were we doing down there?
Just hanging out.
Hey,
on Star Trek.
Mean stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was pumping iron for a while there, and
you know what we were talking about?
What?
The Mets had a big comeback yesterday. They were down 6-0. They won 7-6.
Yeah.
3 home runs.
Yeah, the
big
Mets.
comeback.
Mets. Act manly.
No, Dodgers, guys.
It's a great poker game, too.
Yeah. Bill Shatner cleaned us out of a lot of money. He's a man's man.
Kentucky won over Syracuse, too, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Kentucky. Wildcats. Yeah. The football season's only a few months away. Football.
Bill, you into guns?
Guns.
Yeah.
Firing guns.
What kind of guns are you into, man?
What
kind of guns?
Big guns.
Did you have guns in the house?
45s.
Yeah, 45s.
Yeah. Magnum 45s.
Yeah.
And shotguns.
Yeah.
Big shotguns.
Bill.
Yeah.
You forgot to pull up your pants. Your whole ass is shaved.
Oh, my God.
And you got the banana in your pocket. Pull up your pants real quick before Robin gets talking about sports in the pants. Bill, the frog. Bill, the frog just crawled out.
Get the frog away from me.
Pull yourself together.
Get that frog away.
Down there.
I don't want to say. We were talking about sports.
It can happen. What's wrong with doing a man stuff with a frog?
We were talking about William Shatner's books down there. He has 3 books presently in the bookstore. They're really good. I'm actually, I'm a big Star Trek fan,
Absolutely.
so this is kind of cool because he takes it, past where you get to see it on TV.
Right.
That's right.
Do you think this might be the actual next movie or something?
Well, I tried to convince them to do it on the return.
Are they thinking about it?
Yeah, but how can they
No.
do... Well, when does the return happen? Because you're dead.
Well, actually, that's
that's the hang-up.
That's the hang-up.
Yeah, right.
It does raise certain concerns,
Put the
doesn't
crimp
it?
in it, yes.
But I overcame them, and
Look at you, you're sweating from doing that.
Well, wouldn't you after
Look
what
at
I've
you.
been through?
Look at you.
It's not sweating; it's a glow.
You are actually sweating on your
Well,
lip.
you're not exactly dry yourself.
Well, that's true. You like
The
it,
Man
don't
of
you?
War, of course, is something totally different.
Yeah, now is that a science fiction
A
space
Man of War is about a
odyssey?
diplomat and in the future.
Oh, yeah? You wrote that, too?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Chris Anderson.
You know what's good news about all this? Your next appearance, it can't get any worse. You've sunk to an all-time low.
That's right.
You really have.
You lure the people into the room. They get carried away, and when you bring them up...
I thought you would enjoy it, having been on the show a couple of times. Like, the first time you were here, I would
I
never
feel
have done
honored.
that.
I feel honored.
You're like one of 5 guys we ever brought down, and we never share that with anyone.
I can see why.
Yeah. You know, you were pretty good at Hide the Frog.
Right.
Really good.
But it escaped at the last moment. But listen...
You were having a good time down there. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Nobody's going to tell you any different. That banana gag was really good.
You like that? Yeah. Robin's listening.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Something, just a joke.
He needed the magnesium.
Hey, how about Syracuse, huh?
Yeah.
They lost. Star Trek The Return, Star Trek The Ashes of Eden, Man of War. These are really good books. You should check them out.
And they're all in
The
bookstores
Return
now?
is on the bestseller list.
Is
hit
it?
Really? Number 9 on the
So it must be
New York
pretty good.
Times bestseller list. Yeah.
Yeah. All those Trekkies are buying it, huh? They'll buy anything you tell them to buy. What's it like to have robot ghouls?
Hey, what did
They'll
you
do
do?
anything.
No.
Yeah.
You take them down into the room.
What?
We haven't asked about what he thought of that woman who showed up at that Whitewater trial.
Oh,
dressed
yeah.
As a trekker.
Well,
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see the woman who dressed up
I
as a
did.
Star
I
Trek?
admired. I think that's a very, very reasonable thing to do. Well, what's wrong with appearing in a Star Trek uniform at a jury trial?
Let me ask you something. Is she as wacky? Is she the wackiest one, or have you met wackier ones at those conventions?
She's perfectly fine. She just dressed the way she felt. I mean, hey, instead of wearing a Galliano, she wore
and a phaser.
Do you ever walk? Let me ask you something, and be honest.
Yeah.
Do you ever walk around your house with a tricorder and a phaser
Absolutely.
and a
I
uniform?
look at the things all the time. You never know what you
Do
find
you own
out.
Star Trek memorabilia?
Yeah, me.
You're it.
Hey, Jack.
Tell me she doesn't frighten you. Imagine like she starts showing up at your house.
Well,
you know.
I got rid of her and she went to the Whitewater.
What did she tell? She told the judge, "Hey, look, I'm into all of the things that Star Trek was into. I believe in peace and love and." I believe in the Prime Directive and not interfering. Yeah.
And she
with the
always
Whitewater
wears...
people. She believed in not interfering with the Whitewater
Right,
people.
and she always appears in her Star Trek uniform for formal functions.
Yeah.
Well, there you are.
She's more into it than you are.
Well,
You're not even into it anymore.
No, not really. Well, that was a little strange, I gotta say.
You need a broad like that, run around in a Star Trek uniform all day.
Oh, come on, that's money in the bank to him.
Some nutty
That
Star
is
Trek
money
bed.
in the bank. You laugh all you want.
Yeah, man, seriously, those people made you a millionaire running around like that.
Quiet. I'm trying to take it away.
When you go to those conventions and you see all those retards dressed up in their Spock ears and their Klingon outfits, and what about the guys? What about the guys who learn Klingon?
Yeah, how hard
Is
do
that
you
any
laugh?
different than going down into the room? I mean, really?
No.
You call them weird?
I don't know.
You go down to the room and
I'd rather be in the Homo room.
And snuff a frog?
I'd rather be in the Homo room than be with one of those Klingon guys.
Oh, no, they're nice.
That's got to be a total
But you
waste
can
of
get used
time.
to anything, as you've proven.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, absolutely. Well, anyway, I want to thank William Shatner for coming in. That's pretty cool.
You've been a good sport, Howard, all along.
And I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you.
And now I must go.
Where over the rain.
One more time, Howard. Say it to me.
Well,
I don't know. You guys seem a lot closer than
We
ever
are.
before.
We are.
something happened downstairs. I can't really tell you about it, Robin. You're a girl. But something very bizarre happened.
I listen to your program all the time, and I think she knows.
Yeah. William Shatner, the author of Star Trek The Return, Star Trek The Ashes of Eden, Man of War. You got any other Star Trek events coming up?
No.
You going to go to any conventions or anything?
Not me.
All right. They get all excited when you're there. And we'll be back after these words. The great William Shatner, everyone, the captain.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. More after this.
7-1, the Eagles. This is Robert Vaughn. I listen to Howard Stern all the time, and I'd like you to also listen to Howard Stern all the time because he's good.
Man from Uncle.
And he's good.
That guy was good. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but he's good.
get him on and take him down to Homo Room. That's pretty good. Bill Shatner, man, he got out of here real quick. Warp speed.
Warp speed, Captain.
Speed.
Oh, my.
And you notice the movie did? As soon as we got off the air, he hugged Robin to prove he was heterosexual.
Yeah. Reaffirmed.
Yeah. He's a good dude, that Bill Shatner.
Yeah, he's great.
I dig him, man. He got into it. He was sweating when he came up from the Homo Room.
Yeah, you couldn't believe it. It's coming fast and furious.
Yeah, let me take some phone calls. Okay, you're on the air. Dude?
Yeah.
Hey, you're on the air.
Hi, how you doing, Howard?
Okay.
Hey, I just want to congratulate you, for being up in Boston. I mean, we used to hear you at like 7 o'clock. It's about time.
It used to really irk me that, Robin, I said, Bill Shatner got out of here at warp speed.
Did he run?
Yeah. Well, did you notice he hugged you first? Like,
yes, he
to prove...
he was feeling very insecure.
And he was sweating.
About his manhood.
Hey, anyway, getting back to the Boston situation, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be on in the morning at BCN. It was killing me. I don't know how many years we've been on at night, and we've been kicking ass and doing well, but...
They finally broke down, huh?
Yeah, well...
Jeez, it's about time,
It happened all of a sudden. I got called in on Friday and was told about it. I found out Friday afternoon, late Friday afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
It made your weekend, didn't it?
It really did make my weekend.
It did.
It actually did. I don't get excited too much anymore, about the whole radio thing, because I've been on the radio a long time, but this really blew me away.
We got a hell of a market out here. You got Maddie in the morning. I mean,
who is Maddie in the morning?
Oh.
Someone just told me he's like a Howard Stern imitator.
He's one of the imitators. He's a follower, Howard,
Is he that guy?
Following.
Is he the guy who talks real fast?
He's the guy, well, yeah, he talks real fast, but now he's down in, like, Barbados or Bahamas or something, trying to do it, some lame thing from phone,
Well, here's my assessment of the Boston morning radio market, because I really haven't been concentrating on
He's
it.
going to take it by storm.
First of all, this is really weird. Okay, here's my quick assessment, and we're going to do a little press conference thing there, because there might be some questions and stuff. I don't know. But let me, I got this really cool sheet of paper that Oedipus sent up. That's the program director over there. Oedipus. I never know what to call that guy. I was on the phone with him. Ed. They call him Ed.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Uncle Melzy was calling him.
I guess nobody can handle that, Oedipus.
It's really weird because you call up and you ask for Oedipus, and then you start calling him Eddie, and then
it's Mr. Puss.
And then you have to talk to Chachi.
Who's Chachi?
Chachi's the promotions director.
Well, everybody's got a cute little name.
Yeah. It is sort of strange.
Yeah.
Chachi.
Thanks. It's really Oedipus.
Yeah, I don't even know. I wish we could find out his real name.
What is his real name? Because I know nobody gave somebody the name Oedipus.
Five-ish Finkel.
He'll be moderating the press conference.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's do away with that Oedipus thing. This guy's a grown man. The only normal guy is Mark Parenta.
How'd he get away with a regular name?
I don't know. Because I think they got Captain Ken. And do they still have Captain Ken on BCN?
I don't know. I don't listen to it, Howard. I don't listen to it. I just listen for you, and that's about it.
Yeah, well, you know, should check out the rest of the station.
There's nobody else. There's no one else to listen to in the morning besides Maddie, and they call him the Big Mattress for some reason.
I thought Charles was the Big Mattress.
Oh, is he? I don't know.
Everybody's confused.
Well, here's my assessment of the Boston radio market. It must be pretty pathetic because the number one station, like in New York, we're the number one station in the morning, but there, WBZ, the all-news station, is number one by, it kills all these guys. They're number one with a 12.8 rating.
So that's the kind of radio they have.
Number two is Maddie Siegel.
Right.
The Jewish Howard Stern impersonator. I don't know. I've never even heard this guy, except that someone told me he talks fast. I got a little sheet here. He talks fast. He left his wife and 3-month-old baby for another woman. Nice guy.
He sounds like a nice guy.
Whose notes are these? Is that true?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. I'll find out.
Yeah, find out. I don't know if it's true or not. That might not even be him. That sounds like Imus.
Boy.
Oh, no, Imus left his wife and 4 babies.
But at least Imus had to stay around for a couple of them to get 4.
Yeah.
This guy left before she could get home from the hospital.
Well, we don't know that. We'll ask Oedipus when we do the press conference. But listen to this. Maddie has a 6.8 to BZ's 12.8. So that means...
So they're beating him by 6 full points.
I mean, news, the most boring thing on the dial, is beating them by 6.8.
And something that, they repeat every 15 minutes.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Ton of hard-ons. Then, listen to this. You know how Imus bombs everywhere he goes? Like, they had to throw him out of Cleveland, and even in New York, he's like number 15. In Boston, he's number 4.
Oh, so he's feeling his oats there.
And he even said to I guess it was Charles Grodin. I wish I had the tape of this. Someone told me they saw it. He says, well, they said, well, you're doing really well in Boston. He goes, yeah, because that's why Howard Stern isn't there. Wherever Howard Stern is, I lose. Because he sucks. Well, but, now he's all probably depressed because I'm going to take away his ratings in Boston.
We'll have that to crow about it.
Because for those of you who don't know it in Boston, Imus is my dog.
You're going to ride him.
Yeah, Imus said when he heard that I was coming on in the morning in New York, he goes, if Howard Stern beats me, I'll eat a dead dog's penis. Well, guess what? I mailed him.
He's got several dogs now that he's backed up on.
Yeah, he's not only eating dead dog penis from me, but about everyone.
Put a saddle on that guy and ride him, Howard.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
The old nag.
Did you see Imus's brother on 60 Minutes?
Yeah.
God, what is he normal?
The whole family's screwed up.
Yeah. And you know what you know what's funny about Imus watching him on 60 Minutes? He has to sit there and pretend like he invented this stuff that he's doing now on the radio. And he knows it.
Yeah, he never talked to his brother. He never did anything.
He never did anything. He just ripped off, and he does it so bad that I had to get on in the morning in Boston. I was begging the company.
And he has to do everything every day because that's the way he is. He can't.
Well, we figure
out
you
what
at
to
7
do
o'clock, Howard.
Well, that's why when he gave that speech, he bombed, because I've never given a speech
Any
anywhere.
individual day. So every morning he talks to his brother.
Yeah. Hello, brother.
It's time to talk to my brother now.
Yeah, his brother, I don't know, clearly the brother's...
Where was that brother sitting? That was the question.
I don't know.
Hey, what kind of little room was that he was in?
And he tries to sound like Imus at home. And Imus with a young wife and poor woman. I guess the money's worth it. I guess if you have nothing and you're going nowhere, because she says she's an actress. No one's ever seen her in anything. So I guess, hey, you got to sit there.
Playing her greatest.
You got to sit there and diddle that old fool.
Notice they had nothing to say about their relationship. They said, well, there's quite a gap in your age. Yeah, 24 and a half years.
Yeah.
End of story.
You can tell she had to do the math on that one.
Yeah.
24 and a half years. I figured it out the other night. 24 and a half. Dope. I love women who have to marry these old off-the-cockers. Sit there with them. And you know what the three worst words of her life are?
What?
Honey, I'm home. Because that means it's time to diddle Imus. Because that's her job.
I thought it was, I'm going to live after that chest tube.
Those are the worst three words of her life. I'm going to live. After his lung collapsed and he came home from the hospital. That wouldn't have been funny. She married him. His lung collapses in like a week. And she's out of the marriage. And she's a millionaire.
Got all the money.
Yeah. God bless her. I hope he leaves her a bunch of money, man. Because anyone who has to diddle Imus.
They deserve a big payday.
Imagine Imus with all his clothes off and all wrinkled. And she's this young, hot, attractive girl.
She's got to close her eyes really tight.
She must think about young guys every minute.
And turn off all the lights.
If I was single, I'd steal her away. Just as a goof. And then, break up with her.
Just to do it.
Yeah. Take his woman, too. Honey, let's play Scrabble instead. Didn't we have sex yesterday? Come on, baby. It's time. I need somebody I can talk to and make love to.
There's someone to tell all your secrets to.
Yeah, you know his secret. So Maddie Siegel has a 6.8. WRKO-AM has a 6.6 with somebody called Marjorie Clawprod.
Who? I've never heard of her.
She's a liberal, lost run for lieutenant governor of Massachusetts. How could she have a number one show, like the number 3 show in Boston?
She beats Imus.
We're
she beats
starving
Imus.
up here. We're starving. We don't have anybody to listen to on our way to work. I'm telling you.
Well, now you do.
I know.
We'll be number 1 in a week. Pathetic Imus. Let me do Howard's material until he gets you. And Matty Siegel, I don't know. What does he do?
He doesn't do anything. He's in, Bahamas or something right now trying to do it from the phone. Trying to do a radio show from the phone.
That's a good idea. While he's phoning in his show, we'll be kicking ass.
Yeah. It's out of control, Howard.
Matty, this is your payback. If this thing about your wife is true, this is called karmic retribution.
We got to give Matty a name.
Yeah. I don't know the guy. So it's kind of hard to name a guy. I'll get a tape of him or something. Can somebody get me a tape of Matty?
I can get you tape.
All right. Send me a tape.
Send it down?
Chatty.
All right.
See, I don't like to listen to tapes of other guys because they ruin my delivery.
Right.
How about crappy? No, that doesn't quite rhyme with Matty.
You got to mull it over. Think about it a little bit.
Yeah, give me a chance on that one.
Yeah.
BCN, our station, is presently 4.7 in the morning. And then there's something called Magic, Oldies, Hot AC. That's John Lander. He's got a 4.3. He's number 9. That's the guy who just ran out of New York City.
Oh.
The one with Danny Bond, a douchebag.
Right, okay.
What are we doing, getting your leftovers?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
John Lander. Boy, he bombed here. He bombed in Philly, too. He bombs everywhere.
Yeah.
He sucks.
What is he doing up here?
I don't know. He was like the guy.
Try every market in the country before he's.
That was the guy who was running around when the zoo was. He was in a fight with Scott Shannon. They were both arguing over who invented the zoo.
Right.
Like who won credit for that?
To take credit.
Yeah. Would you want credit if a lame zookeeper act?
You can have it.
Those two guys were fighting in the trades over who was the real zookeeper. So then he came up to Philly. We kicked him, beat his ass there. He was with Bonnie Donna Douchebag. Danny Bonner Douchebag from the Partridge Family. And then they put him on in Z100, bomb there. And now he's in Boston. And he's going to bomb there, too. But he sucks. He knows it. Now he knows it. When he was down in South Carolina or something, he thought he was having it. Came up and played with the big boys.
Does anybody live in South Carolina?
No.
I didn't think so.
They evacuated it years ago.
Yeah.
How about we call Matty Patty, because he could be my bitch in Boston when he phones in his show.
He's your bitch.
My bitch dog.
Your man dog.
My bitch dog.
Your bitch dog.
That's my bitch, Patty. I mean, Maddie. Ben Patty.
You can get a hand puppet called Maddie.
And I can stick my fist up it.
That's right. Hey,
yeah, why don't we get a hand puppet? I like that. I like you. Why don't we get a hand puppet called Maddie and I'll fist it?
Maddie Patty.
Patty.
Hand puppet.
Yeah, that guy's been ripping me off for years from what I understand.
He has. He has.
What a dinkleberry.
He tries to insult everybody, you know. Everybody's trying to go to the Howard Stern, you know. And,
I think he was on the air when I went to college. I think he must be a real old guy because I think he was on the air when I went to college in Boston.
From what I hear, he's fat.
Well, all I know is the guy... I think when I heard him on in Boston, he was like a disc jockey.
Just spinning records.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, I guess when I started happening, he took it to Boston. Patty the fist puppet.
The hand puppet.
All right, dude.
All right, man.
Later.
Later.
See you in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to even sing one of my gay songs that I wanted to do with Bill Shatner.
You had a whole bunch of them there, huh?
Yeah. I had a whole bunch, but I had, has anybody seen my life, mate?
Didn't get to that one.
Here, I'll give you a little of it, okay? Give you a little preview of it.
There was another one you were singing that was pretty good. You didn't...
Close to you?
Close to you. What happened?
He was looking at me kind of funny. I think he was getting too into it.
Come over the console.
He was going to come over the console, beat me with his shoe. What?
I think that's right where.
Oh, it does. It starts right
at the top.
I haven't previewed this one. 5'2", full of goo. There ain't nothing he won't do. Has anybody seen my life mate? Turned up nose, sexy hose. He's so gay and man it shows. Has anybody seen my life mate? If you need a man with a gland that's as big as a moose. I don't know. I never really articulated the whole song. I'm working on it.
Work in progress.
It's just funny. Has anybody seen my life? It's a work in progress. That's right. Let me.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I'll get the hang of it. Hey, David, you're on the air.
Great.
What can I do for you?
Well, just checking to see what's going on. Welcome to Boston.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
All right.
Don't you think you'd turn on the radio to check to see what was going on?
He called us to find out what was going on. Oh, I thought you had something to say. Okay, thanks, man.
Oh, no. You know what? This Matty guy, they call him Disco Matty down here in Boston.
Why?
He does all that bubblegum hip-hop stuff.
Oh, so he's the black station.
Yeah, all the 16, 18-year-old chicks.
Oh, is he like a Rick Dees?
Sort of, kind of.
Oh. So I see. It's like A Rick Dees thing. Oh, yeah. He'll go down real fast.
Oh, real fast.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rick Dees, I was watching, flipping around the dial this weekend, and they had that American Bandstand Marathon.
Yeah, I saw that.
And did you see Rick Dees doing Disco Duck?
Yeah, he's a dick.
Oh,
He's such a little pussy.
that was so embarrassing.
Yeah, Rick Dees. Given a bad name.
Around,
Bad name to disc jockeys everywhere.
lip-syncing Disco Duck.
Yeah, from 1958. He's another one of those guys made a pact with the devil or something. He's like keeping himself youthful.
Yeah. Dick Clark looks at him and says, "Did you know it was going to be this monster hit?" He said, "Well, we had a good dance track behind us, and then you just pray."
Oh, man, is he a jackass. And then Los Angeles, he's down to like a 3 rating. Do you know that?
No.
He's got like nothing left.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, dude.
You bet. Thanks.
Okay. Disco Matty. Disco Matty. I didn't know it was Disco Matty.
Hello.
He's probably got all the blacks listening to him over in Roxbury. That's their Harlem. In Boston. Yeah.
Howard.
What?
First of all, Imus sucks. He should be your bitch.
Imus has been my bitch for years. Imus can't even get a rating point in New York.
He looks like an 86-year-old woman.
Yeah. He's nothing. I'm telling you. I mean, it's 60 Minutes did that to me because Don Hewitt's a self-hating Jew. You know what Don Hewitt's real name is in the newspaper?
No, I didn't know he was Jewish.
Yeah, so is Mike Wallace. There's a whole article in the newspaper. Hold on. I went to Don Hewitt. I made a call through my people and stuff. I said, "Hey, man, can you help me out on 60 Minutes, man? I got the FCC up my butt."
Don Hewitt is a lanceman?
He's a lanceman. They called him a self-hating Jew. Oh, Lawrence Tish called him a self-hating Jew.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's what it says here. Right here in the newspaper. Here's his name. You ready?
Yes.
Here's another guy trying to pass. Horowitz and Wallach.
Oh. That's Mike Wallach and,
Quote, yeah, the two self-hating Jews who changed their names. Don Hewitt, Don Horowitz. Let's see. Tish denies he said it. Biography says Wallace was born Myron Leon Wallace to Frank and Zena Wallach.
How'd their baby get the name Wallace?
I don't know. I don't know. Evidently, they were immigrants and they couldn't figure out how to spell Wallach, so they spelled it Wallace.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. And Hewitt's the son of an advertising salesman. And I started Don instead of Donald. I liked it better. But he only talks about that name change. Don Hewitt instead of Donald.
Talk about
He doesn't talk about Hewitt, the fact that he was Horowitz.
They're all insane.
Yeah, I love guys like that.
Got a question for you.
But anyway, the only reason Imus even got that piece is I've been goofing on Don Hewitt, so they gave Imus a piece. Imus is not even happening, man. He's irrelevant.
He's not even worth airtime.
I know. But you know what? In New York, I've already whipped his ass, held a funeral for him, and had him eat a dead dog's penis. So, I mean, what's left? It's just, and he's thinking he's hot again because he did that speech that bombed. That's why the speech got so much attention. It bombed.
The one no one laughed at.
Yeah, no one laughed at it. And he's thinking he's on a roll. He's not on any roll. He's an old coot.
He looked like he was having a heart attack.
Yeah. What a dick.
Weed. Your movie.
Yep.
Who's playing Gary or John? You going to have somebody stutter? You going to have fake teeth?
Gary plays Gary.
It'd be hard to
Fred plays Fred. Robin plays Robin. And Jackie might possibly play Jackie, but we're looking at somebody else right now.
You could always get the puppet, too.
We're not confident in Jackie's ability.
Oh, come on. Jackie.
Sorry, Jack.
He could pull it off. I think he could pull
I saw a guy the other day who plays a great Jackie.
Richard Dreyfuss would make a good Jackie.
Yeah, well. Really? He said the part is, he says it's beneath him.
It's too small.
It's too small.
Oh, you can all suck.
Oh.
I was going to do that as an April Fool's joke yesterday, bring in a guy who was playing Jackie, and I'm sorry, it just didn't work out.
Oh,
that would have been great. Yeah, Jackie will play Jackie. But you got to understand something. The movie takes place before Stuttering John, although there will be a little Stuttering John perhaps thing in it. Yeah. But this is about my early career, and it all focuses around NBC, and it's really a good movie. It's really cool. Script's real good.
When's it supposed to...
February of 97.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we're just starting to shoot next month.
Yeah. All of it in New York?
What is it?
I was just going to say, if we go to break now, we can come back and do the Boston press conference.
Okay, cool.
And, we don't want to keep them waiting. We told them we'd do it by 8:30.
Oh, good. All right. I thought we were stalling until some people showed up.
And they're here now.
Oh, okay. All right. Dude, I got to go.
Howard.
Yeah.
How much is what?
What?
How much is what?
What? I'll see you, man.
See you.
All right. That was good. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away. We're back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Take it right over to the Boston press conference. Oedipus, are you there?
It's no April Fool's joke, Howard.
Yes, it's Oedipus, our illustrious program director who has... Are you the general manager now, or...?
No, I'm the program director.
And Tony's the general manager?
Yeah, Tony, the guy you tried to get the job from.
Yeah, Tony. Hey, lower that radio. I'm hearing myself echoing. Are you, Robin?
Yeah, I just heard you bouncing back at me.
Oedipus, what is Matty in the morning? Is he a disco Matty, or is he...
Yeah, it's disco Matty. It's top 40/urban.
So he's a Rick Dees.
Yeah, he's like a Rick Dees. He's like a zoo program.
And Imus is, like, happening because I'm not there.
Well, Imus said on Larry King's show...
Oh, that's the show, yeah.
Yeah, the only reason he's not number one in Boston because Howard's not in the morning in Boston.
Right. Yeah, well, that's the truth. He knows because he's my bitchin' dog. And in Boston, he's running around doing my material all warmed over and lame and mumbling into that microphone like a bitch dog that he is. But now he's going to get spanked and he's going to get taught his lesson. So now he's going to have a .1 like he has in every other market where I am. Because he even ripped off my syndication idea. This guy's career who was dead. Why am I echoing,
Innovator.
Robin?
I don't know. It's the satellite thing.
All right, let me make... Oh, by the way, Oedipus.
What is your name?
Yeah, what is your real name?
My name's Oedipus. It's sort of like, Ophelia. Robin Ophelia Quivers,
Well, then there's something before and after Oedipus. What are they?
Yeah.
Well, there's people I don't want to know my real identity. So
are you like Superman? You're like...
Are you the Clark Kent or are you the superhero?
Right.
No, it's sort of like Sting or Madonna. It's just a one name.
I think Oedipus gave himself that name when he was like a young guy starting out in the business.
Yeah.
And you know how he got started?
No.
He was hanging around clubs in Boston. And he was like this guy who just like hung out and was playing all this new music and stuff. He wasn't like a disc jockey.
He was a club DJ.
Yeah, and he was on top of all the new music. So they hired him at BCN to be the music director. Then he became the program director.
Cool.
But he's not like a disc jockey jerk.
Yeah.
He's not like some, you know what I mean?
Right, like some guy. Did he call people in though and tell them what they were supposed to sound like?
No, because he was like an intern at the radio station at first, and now he's all their bosses.
Wow.
Because he knows something about the music and he's into it. But he gave himself the name Oedipus when he was in his 20s.
Yeah.
And it was kind of cool, but
now he can't get out of it.
Now he's a guy in management and everything, and don't want to be Oedipus anymore.
Oh, I love being Oedipus.
Do you?
Actually, it's like Robin's relationship to her father. It's sort of like my relationship with my mother.
It's kind of weird. It gives him his fame, because like even when he goes to hotels, on his Amex card it says Oedipus.
Does it?
Yeah, and he signs in as Oedipus.
Oh, dear.
So it confuses all the hillbillies, that sign him in.
Howard, we have all kinds of Boston press.
Yeah, I would like to make an opening statement if I may. May I?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
They await your every word, I'm sure.
Welcome to my show, Boston. Yes, it's true I've been on at night, but I've been buried at night. What the hell good is being on at night when you do a morning show? I was shackled. This show will discuss all adult topics, such as vagina, penis, vomit, flatulence, feces, and marital difficulties. And if you can't handle it, well, then tell somebody else about it because they will love it. Now, we don't give away any prizes. We have no schedule. And we could care less if there's traffic in Boston. I couldn't care if traffic was at a standstill. And if you want to know the time, buy a goddamn watch. We're not doing any of that.
Want to know the weather? Look outside.
Right. Stick your head out the window like everybody else does. But all I can say is at last, Boston. Boston, Boston. I dreamt of you. Boston in the morning. When I think of Boston in the morning, I think of the sun peeking over the quaint old buildings at Boston University, where I went to college. I think of dawn on the River Charles. I think about my dorm room and trying to hustle the pigs that I was with the night before out of the room so my roommates wouldn't see.
Before anyone could see.
Oh, it was so bad. I met my beautiful wife, of course, in Boston.
Boston has always had a warm place in your heart.
Yes. You know that song, Please Come to Boston? I hate that song. So brace yourselves. The Howard Stern Show has invaded Boston Morning Drive Radio and will have more impact on this sleepy little burg than the Boston Tea Party, Bob Cousy, and Albert DeSalvo, the Boston Strangler, all put together. When my forefather, Ferdinand de Stern, founded Boston in 1938...
1938.
Yeah, 1938. That's the year.
A relatively young city.
Yes, it is. That's why I love it. He declared one day that one of his illegitimate relatives would return to rule, and here I am. Of course, I can't take full credit for all of this myself, I must say, with the help of my beautiful partner, the lusty, busty, and recently flushed, due to her high colonic Robin Quivers. Of course, my help is also from Fred Norris, King of Mars, and a burnt-out joke man. I guarantee you we will be number one in the ratings. And when I say number one in the ratings, that all-news station will not be number one anymore. It's an abomination that an all-news station has a 12.1, and the best Disco Matty can do is a 6. In fact, I will be, this is a prediction, I will be number one in the ratings before the end of this press conference. How's that? I have never predicted that before. Well, I am sure that all the other morning men like Imus and Disco Matty will be happy on the unemployment line with Michael Dukakis. And if Kitty is listening...
Where is Kitty?
She's at happy hour. Go nuts, baby. Boston, home of baked beans, home of the Red Sox, home of the Boston Strangler, home of the drunk driver Ted Kennedy. You all must be proud this morning. If you want to chuckle, you want to pop a boner, you tune us in Monday through Friday, 6 to whenever I get off the air. And now I'm happy to answer all of your questions. Thank you. Thank you. How's that for an opening statement, Rob?
Very nice.
Very nice. Huh? Now that's a speech.
That was great.
Of course.
Well, we have all kinds of wonderfully beautiful people here.
All right, let's fire off some questions real quick.
We have Sarah Edwards from Channel 7, the entertainment reporter.
Channel 7. Very good. And by the way, I'm happy to see a real reporter in the room. Channel 7 is a very big station over there.
Excellent.
Yes.
Ooh.
What are you, the ABC affiliate?
The NBC affiliate.
Excellent.
Excellent. Hey, Howard, now you say you're going to be number one. How long will it take, and will you come to Boston for some kind of, traditional funeral celebration?
No comment. I've always been dying to say that. I refuse to answer that. No, actually, you sound very beautiful, by the way. You must be.
Oh.
How are the new, in New York, there's a lot of, there's a couple of good-looking people on the TV.
But not a lot.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of good-looking.
They're better looking in Boston.
Are they? Are you very beautiful?
She's very beautiful.
Sarah?
Do you want to know what I'm wearing right now?
I would love to. What are you wearing?
I can't believe I'm buying into this, Howard.
No, what are you wearing?
I have a red satin blouse on just for you.
No bra? Do you have a bra?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Are you big-chested?
Yes,
Don't
she
answer
is.
that.
Is she really Oedipus?
I have the Wonder Bra on. I'm fine, Howard.
Is that a C cup or a D cup I'm looking at?
I think we're looking at a C cup right
Really?
I like the mystery of radio. Thank you, Oedipus.
And even bigger and equally as beautiful as Dixie Watley from Channel 5. She's the entertainer.
Oh, Dixie Watley.
Watley, we know.
Oh, yeah, she used to have a national
Howard.
program.
Hey, Robin.
Dixie used to have a national program.
Yes, once upon a time.
Boy, you're doing bad. Dixie Watley was the original host.
I'm expecting you to come and liven things up.
You were the original host of Entertainment Tonight.
Yes, I was.
And you lost your job to Mary Hart.
I certainly did.
Man. And now you're in Boston?
Again to Lisa Gibbons.
Wow. That's terrible.
I know.
Your whole self-worth must be... I mean, are you
How
on
have you handled it?
Prozac?
I had no self-worth, so I came to Boston, so I thought I'd become an intellectual. And
wow, you were so
that didn't work
close.
either.
You were so close to the top. It all fell apart.
No, I
You
was
were
up there,
you
and then
right
you fall
there.
off and hurt your head.
Hey, at least you're not in Canada. That's worse.
Yes, you could have fallen off and missed the country, huh?
How long have you been in Boston?
You ready?
Yeah.
9 years.
Oh, boy. Are you sending out tapes?
To who? To you?
Oh, I mean, trying to get jobs.
Nah.
She must send out tapes every day. You married now?
No. I haven't sent out a tape for years.
You married?
Yes.
Yeah, young guy?
Yes. No.
She's pretty hot, too.
To some Boston guy you married?
A Boston guy. I grew up in L.A. and I had to move to Boston to find the perfect man.
Do you hate Mary Hart?
Nah. Why bother? I wish I had her money.
Do you think you're more talented than she is?
Absolutely.
You do?
No question.
So why did they fire you?
Wouldn't you show your legs, Dixie? Is that it?
She used to show her legs.
Yeah.
She's got one hot little body. How you looking? You still holding up? Or did you hit the wall? No kidding.
I'm trying. No, I know. See, Howard, I didn't have the legs, but I have the bust. No, but we're very good friends. And I got to tell you, I'm also friends with Charles LaQuadera.
Yeah, I don't have any beef.
Other station.
I don't have any beef with Charles.
Howard, did you raise hell to get this job?
No,
you know,
not at all.
Charles,
not at all.
God up here.
In fact, I found out about it on Friday, and he's not like God.
Say a word.
Oh, he is too like God.
He's got a 4 rating, but they need more. They need
semi-God.
They need bigger ratings. That's all. It's not that
he was here for 25 years.
It's
Is that
enough.
intimidating at all?
No, please. It's enough. I'm now here. You know, BC and need a little facelift, like you might be needing soon.
Oh.
Hey, come on.
You're talking to Dixie, right? Not me.
No.
Hey, I'm
Dixie.
looking at a picture of you, Howard.
I know.
You have to go in for a twofer here.
Yeah, meanwhile, I got to play a 20-year-old in my movie. How am I going to do that?
Good luck.
Good luck. Now, Dixie, you're pretty hot, man. I'm sorry you got booted off Entertainment Tonight. That's got to be a real come down
Oh,
for
that's
you.
okay. This is a lot more fun.
What are you, the entertainment reporter?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, well.
What does her husband
That wasn't
do?
a very nice laugh.
Maybe she snared a good guy.
Yeah, what'd your husband do?
Oh, I snared a great guy. Oh, he's retired.
Oh, he stays home?
So, you know, ringtail run around.
Oh, so would you marry an old guy?
No, older.
Oh, man, how old is he?
Sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy.
Old enough.
Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. Did you marry a sugar daddy? Dixie?
No sugar daddy.
How old is the guy?
Over 50.
What do you retire from?
So you must be horny for a young guy. I mean, you're pretty hot. What
Not
happened?
in the least. I go for knowledge.
You got really insecure after they fired you from Entertainment Tonight, and then you married a rich guy?
Yeah, I got really insecure, but then I came to Boston and got my security back. So
We should start calling you Anna Nicole Watley. Is he as old as Anna
In a
Nicole?
wheelchair, does he know where he is?
Yeah. He doesn't wear diapers or anything, does he?
Not last I checked.
I bet you interviewed young bands and movie stars and soap opera guys, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh.
they're so boring, these guys. They have nothing to say.
Yeah, it's not about what they say. All right, go ahead, Dixie.
How do you know, Howard?
Ask me a question. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought I already did. Well,
No.
I'll ask you a few more.
Anybody else got any questions?
Oh, yeah, there's this woman here named Leslie Gatus or Gatus?
Gatus.
Hey, Leslie.
From the New England Cable News.
Cable.
Hi, Howard.
Is anybody watch that?
Yeah, it's all over New England.
Oh, okay, good. Then I'm happy to talk to you.
It's the far-reaching New England Cable News Regional News Network.
You have a
How about
sexy
that?
voice.
Don't ask me about my breasts. Following Dixie, I think.
Yeah, Dixie's got a
I
big
failed
rack.
comparison here, so spare me.
I bet you know what Dixie is like a real girl's girl, like a guy's girl. I bet she waxes her hairs and does everything perfect. She's totally into being a girl.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You should see my nails, Howard. No, my nails are really.
I'd love to get you naked and foul you. You're the type of girl I could never get. Just put my demon seed all over you.
So anyway, Howard.
Just think about it this way. Well, you don't have big boobs, Leslie?
No. Well.
Just think about it. In 3 years, Dixie's boobs will hit her shoes. All right? So you don't have to worry about anything.
There's a countdown
Leslie
going
is
on.
very beautiful, though, Howard.
Leslie's beautiful?
Very beautiful.
Oedipus, what's your story? You married?
No.
No?
I have a girlfriend. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do?
Very cute girlfriend.
Yeah, of course. He's a program director.
Always keep a cute girl.
Yeah.
So Howard, you are going to send some shockwaves through Boston in the morning.
Absolutely.
Excited about that?
I really am very excited about it. If I can be serious for a moment. After I speak about breasts, I get very serious. I really... Listen, Boston's a big market. It's important to me. All my relatives are from there. My wife's from Boston. And it really killed me that while I was on at night, they would say, hey, why come you're not on in Boston? Because mostly, at night, they weren't...
They're not listening.
They're not listening at night. You know what I mean? And here I was doing great at night and everything, but morning drive is where it's at for me. And it kills me when an old kook like Imus, who ripped off my entire act, who's done absolutely nothing his entire career except try to be like me. It just gives me particular pleasure to come to Boston and reclaim what's mine. And as far as being on BCN, it's like the best radio station, man. It's got the greatest signal, and I'm psyched out of my brain. I really am. I love it. I love it.
I'm a Boston University graduate also.
Yeah, we both wasted $25,000.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, and by the way, that one-armed bandit, what the hell's his name? John Silver.
John Silver.
He's leaving,
Oh,
well,
is he?
actually, he's not leaving. He's becoming chancellor or something.
I'm a graduate of that school. He's been nothing but a scumbag calling for the censorship of Howard Stern, and I hate that friggin' guy. And I used to see him walking around BU. He's the president of BU, and he always had his arm. He's a weird guy. He always had his arm guys with one arm. He had he had a special fold in his jacket and stuff. And then when he was running for governor, he whipped out the stump so everyone could see it and feel bad for him.
Still didn't help.
So you didn't get the sympathy vote.
Were you at the College of Communications at BU when you were there?
Yeah, can't you tell?
It still looks the same. I want you to know. It still looks the same. They've redone every building on the campus except for the College of Communications.
I hope John Silver's good arm falls off. So he's walking around with two stumps.
Howard, we have a question from Fred Kerr. He's from Bay Windows, the gay newspaper.
Ah, excellent. I am a fan of the gay newspaper.
Bay Windows.
I support the gay community. I support gays in the military. I support gay marriages. And what else?
Well, that's a change. At one time, you were against gay marriages.
No, I'm very much for gay marriage.
I remember when I first started bringing up the topic,
Really?
you would say, oh, yeah, right.
No, you want to know something? I thought about it a lot. And gay marriage, first of all, listen, This is what I say about gay people. This is my stance. Because there's always confusion. First of all, there isn't a person I know in this world that doesn't have gay people in their family in one way or another. So when you see guys like Bob Dole and Newt Gingrich screaming, and all these religious nuts screaming about gays, and they want to do this to gays and that to gays, it sounds like they almost want to kill them.
Or deport them.
Or deport them. And it's like, hey, dude, you got a gay sister. Or even a gay parent. What are you doing? What, do you want to stone people and beat the hell out of them? I mean, what
do
are
you
you
want
thinking?
to happen to that brother, that sister, that mother, that father?
If a gay guy wants to fight in the military, I say all the more power to him. And also I say if a guy wants to marry another guy and go through the hell that is marriage and sit there and give up 50% of his income, I say let them be part of it too.
Well, I think your problem was with medical benefits and stuff like that.
Yeah, it started getting complicated, but we can work that all out. So that's my stance on the gay community.
So, Howard, do you think that gay marriage will happen? Do you think?
Yes, I believe eventually it will. I just think right now it should have happened already. I don't know. Most of the people who I grew up with in the 60s
Aren't there ways to get around these laws anyway? Can't you, like, set up some agreement or something?
Yeah, they don't want that. Hey,
I'm just asking right now. I think that they should be marrying anyway. And then once you have a whole bunch of gay people living as married people and doing all that stuff, the government will go, oh, what the hell?
If you have gay guys marrying each other, it'll become less a big deal. People will become more tolerant. Bottom line, that's it. It's just a way of society accepting everybody. Yeah.
Howard, and
there's nothing wrong with having butt sex. I mean, I'm not into it. Man's buttocks to me turns me off. Seriously, you like the smell of a guy's buttocks?
Well, excuse me?
I say, do you like the smell of a man's buttocks? I don't. That's a yes?
Depends on the circumstance.
Is that an aphrodisiac? If you go into the can and you smell something like that, do you go, wow, that's great? No. Because a guy's buttocks, but a guy's buttocks smells pretty funky. I've been there.
What are you doing?
I got one. I smell my own.
You in the homo room a minute ago?
Yeah, I love that. William Shatner and me. That was great. So anyway, you got a life mate?
Yes, I do.
Good for you.
Are you married?
I consider myself married, yes.
Okay.
Do you take the more feminine role or the masculine role?
I'm very flexible.
You sound feminine to me. I like that. I like to take the power position. I want the power position in the relationship. Your life mate must love you. I mean, your life mate must love you because you're a powerful newspaper guy. You're big with the gay community. Must be very happening gay situation.
And you're a totally out couple?
Are you totally out?
Totally out.
When did your parents die after you told them?
What was that?
When did your parents die after you told them you were gay?
Oh, no, they're
still alive.
Quite happy.
Are they talking to you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so cool. See, people are becoming more tolerant.
Beautiful.
How old were you the first time you did gay sex?
I was 20.
Oh yeah.
That late, huh?
Where'd you do it? Men's room. A lot of guys get it at a gas station the first time.
No. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But
that's where I got it.
Gas station.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. I said, fill me up. Guy took it the wrong way.
Let's get physical.
It was actually in a dorm room.
Oh, really? At BU?
No, actually, it was Northwestern.
No kidding. Congratulations.
Good school.
Good school. Must have been a great guy.
Thank you.
Very smart. You could have beautiful children together. Anyway, so go ahead. You must have a question.
Well, I was just curious why gays and lesbians in Boston should be tuning you in the morning. What message do you have for them?
Well, first of all, I was the first guy on radio to do lesbian dating game and gay dating game. And I'm very inclusive. So if they want a show that is inclusive of the gay community and gets them dates, they should listen to me. That's all. I'm a great guy. I'm very misunderstood. People think I'm homophobic. I'm not homophobic. I dig homos. Right?
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Why not?
Homos?
Yeah, I dig everybody. I like everyone.
If you were gay, who would you want to... What, like...
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
The sexiest man alive?
Yeah, I'd like to do him. He's got a nice body, nice face, seems like he had a nice disposition. Bet he's hung well. Why not? I'd like a nice big man, something I can show off.
Well, maybe Howard, you and I can go over to Brad's together and...
Yeah, see, I'm tolerant. Everyone's included in my show. Gays, blacks, women. They all get to laugh. You know who we're rough on? The chinks.
Oh, here we go again.
We pick one group.
You just said to me last week you don't call Chinese people chinks.
No, the gay people can tune in and hate the chinks. See? They need somebody to hate.
Are you calling Chinese people chinks?
No, come on.
Are you just still talking about the food?
Right. The food.
Howard, we have Dean Johnson on the Boston Herald here.
Excellent. That's a real newspaper. Hi, Dean.
Hey. Hi, Howard. How are you?
How big are your breasts? Go ahead, Dean.
Going there, Howard.
Go ahead, baby.
Hey, what do you remember about radio when you were going to BU? I mean, you were at BU at the time. You're in school. You must listen to a lot of Boston rock radio. What's the stuff that you remember?
As hard as this is to believe, and I have no explanation for this, I very rarely listen to the radio, and I don't know why. It would have made sense that I did.
It's a college thing. You don't have time to listen to radio.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Even as a kid, I wasn't heavily into radio. I know that sounds bizarre. I just wasn't. I wasn't that into, like, sitting there and listening to a guy play records for me. I used to go buy my own records and play them. So I don't know. I never was a big radio fan. I remembered at the time that there was COZ was starting up, BCN was on the air. I know that Charles was the morning guy. There were a couple other guys in the market, but I don't know. I just wanted to be on the radio. I didn't particularly follow what was going on. Yeah.
Have you talked to Charles at all since all this has gone down?
No, I've never even spoken with Charles. I don't know Charles. I know that he was the morning man on the station, and they felt that it was time to make a switch, and I'm thrilled to be here. I mean, this is, I wanted to shake up Boston radio in the morning for as long as I can remember. I never dreamed that it would be me doing it on BCN. I thought that I'd be the guy who would probably go over to the classic rock station and do it. I didn't know what the plan was. Nobody in the company discussed it with me. They always had the option to put me on in the morning, and they exercised it. But I was told on Friday, as much as you were.
What did they tell you on Friday when you got the news?
I walked in, and they said to me, we want to put you on in the morning on BCN, and we'll do it on April Fool's. People think it's an April Fool's joke. I said, I don't care what you do. Make it April Fool's or anything else. I said, as long as it's not a joke. I was thrilled, and I shook hands and was thrilled. I mean, that's it. I was just really happy.
You going to be coming to town anytime soon?
Coming to Boston?
Yeah.
No. What for? What am I going to do there? Well, I'm going to stand around? No, absolutely not coming to Boston anytime soon.
You've got to visit the old haunt.
There is no old haunt. Every haunt that I had was literally a nightmare. Boston was a town of rejection for me. Women rejected me. Radio stations rejected me. What am I going to do, walk around and bum out? There's no point. I don't see any benefit in that. I would come to Boston if they made me number one in the ratings.
You're in Boston a lot.
No, I'm really not.
You have been in the past when you visit relatives, family functions.
We used to go to Haverhill all the time because
you got to go through Boston, don't you?
Yeah, but Allison's grandmother used to live there, but she died.
Yeah, you haven't been up there since then?
No, that's another bad place for me. She didn't leave us a dime. The woman was loaded.
She had that old China.
Allison's grandmother, they ran the Hartman Shoe Company. It was one of the biggest shoe companies in Haverhill. They were rich out of their minds. The woman didn't leave me a penny. I got screwed. And I used to go visit the old bag every day.
Every day?
Just about. Used to sit there in her house, talk to her. None of the other family was talking to her. I was sitting and talking and talking and talking. I thought it was going to be a big payoff.
I thought you were talking your way right into that will.
I was working the old broad right up until her death. I didn't get a penny. I didn't see dime one.
You didn't have enough time.
My mother-in-law calls me. She goes, darling, they left you China. Gumma left China. They called her Gumma. Gumma left you China. I go, China? The country? The country? They go, no, she left you this antique China. I go, is it worth anything? It's very sentimental in our family. I said, keep it. Great. I worked at, what?
Julie Ryan's here from Channel 56.
Go ahead. That must be an important channel. That's almost a radio station. 56 is up so high. That's an AM radio station. I used to watch Channel 56. It's like Channel 11 here in New York.
Oh, movies.
Well, let me tell you something. There could be a nuclear disaster going on. They'd be running Three Stooges reruns. That's the kind of channel it was. You guys actually have news now on Channel 56?
Sure do, 10 o'clock.
Oh, no kidding. I bet you it's highly watched.
It is.
3 people.
We're the 10 o'clock news leader.
So you guys bought cameras finally? Channel 56, when I was in college, I knew a guy who used to work there. All he had to do was rack up Three Stooges and Superman reruns.
Right, yeah, these big reels.
Yeah, big reels. Guess things have really changed.
Now we show Baywatch Nights.
Oh, do you?
We're very proud.
Yeah, you should be. Go ahead.
My question for you is, you're coming down pretty hard on Matt Siegel this morning. I want to know...
Disco Matt?
Yeah, Disco Matt. Are you going to make it interesting? We just heard about the little gift you sent Imus.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Disco Matt will go down very fast. I probably don't even have to waste any time on him. He's not a talent. He's a Howard Stern wannabe. He's like Rick Dees in Los Angeles. He went down real fast. I didn't even have to make fun of Rick. Rick's a good bitch in Los Angeles. He just went down without me having to even concentrate on him. Same with Disco Matty. I'm just going to... I don't even have to concentrate him, and he'll go down like Rick Dees. Disco Matty will be looking about a 3 and change in ratings when I'm done with him. Disco Matty, Anus will have a 2, and I'll be sitting somewhere with about an 8 or 9 at the end of the year, and then by then I'll beat the all-news station. That's the way it's going to go on. That's the way I command it to go on.
Okay.
I demand it. I put too much work into this radio show for it not to happen.
This morning you were saying our market must be pretty pathetic if a news program is leading the time slot.
Of course. Where do you see an entertainment program not beating the news?
In Boston.
I know. It's pathetic. It's going to change.
Do you think that you...
I don't have my eyes on Disco Matty. I got my eyes on the all-news station. I don't think small.
What about Charles?
What about him?
What's your advice for him now that he's your...
Goodbye. That's all. That's it. He knows I'm the man. I got nothing against Charles. I told you, I like Charles. He's been there 25 years. He's done his thing. Now it's time for me to take over. That's all. What am I going to say? What am I going to...
still like getting up at this time of the morning after 25 years?
Charles is almost 60 years old. He should retire. He's got enough money. What were you paying him, Oedipus?
I think that's confidential.
Doesn't he have enough money to retire?
I mean, what is he hanging on for? The groupies? Is he married?
Yes, he is.
Charles Laquadera used to get more tail than any guy I know.
You got one of your girls, you said.
I was in college. I was a loser. I was with this girl. She wasn't even that good looking, and I was working her for about a week. She wouldn't sleep with me. She wouldn't even kiss me. No, she goes, I'm going for an internship at BCN. I'm going to try and work with Charles Laquadera. She went up, intern. He got her that night. She told me. She came back. I said, I slept with Charles Laquadera. I said, you're kidding me. One day I'm going to grow up and beat that guy's ass in the ratings. That's going to be his payback.
Payback time.
Yeah. Hey, anyway, I got to end this little, what is this? Does anybody else have any?
We have one final question
all right.
here.
Go ahead.
From Ed Simkus. He's from the Tab.
Hi, Ed.
Hi, Ed. How are you doing this morning, Howard?
Pretty good. Good to be in Boston. I'm really thrilled.
Yes, it is good to be in Boston. Quick question. You've been on the evening for quite a while.
Yes.
I'm wondering if being switched to the morning is a big relief for you because you were being trounced in the ratings by David Brodnoy, who did an AM talk show.
I didn't know we were being trounced by anyone. What I knew is that we had a #1 radio show at night. If we were being trounced, I was unaware of it, but I guess then I am relieved. But Dave, I'm sure, is a scary talent, much more talented than I am. Like he could even kiss my feet or kiss my ass. I don't have any idea what he was doing at night. I don't know if that's true or not. If he was trouncing me, I'm unaware of it.
Well, it would be a strange move for BCN if we were being trounced to move us to mornings.
As far as I know, that rock stations at night typically play music. I came on there, increased the ratings. I think I tripled or quadrupled the ratings at night. Most rock listeners want to hear music at night. That was my problem with it. Do you understand that?
I do understand.
What you're attempting to do is embarrass me on the radio about my ratings, where I have gone to every single radio station and quadrupled ratings, made them #1. In Los Angeles, they told me I couldn't make them #1. In Philadelphia, I couldn't make them #1. In Washington, D.C., I couldn't make them #1. Everywhere I went. You think Boston's so scary different? At night, if you're on an FM station where traditionally talk is done, the idea of quadrupling BCN's ratings at night is astronomical, if you understood that.
Then what will you... I understand.
Do you understand it? So in other words, to pull out some AM lard ass who has an all-talk station and probably gets 65-year-old listeners and older is an absolute absurd comparison. There's nobody in the radio industry now could go on a rock station at night and beat music. I did it. So don't put your little friggin' spin on it.
Then what will you...
Get out of here. Get lost. Get lost. Get lost.
Howard,
Go put your friggin' spin on it somewhere else. Get your ass out of here.
Howard, spin freeze.
I'm going to use my scary... I don't think I can get rid of him, because if I can't beat some lame lard ass at night, how can I beat these guys? I'm going to fail. I'm going to fail in Boston. Imus is a scary talent. He beats me everywhere. The guy doesn't even have a 3 rating here in New York. In Cleveland, he's gone. No matter what I do for you guys, I write best-selling books. I'm going to appear in a feature film for Paramount Pictures.
And we'll review it.
Yeah, I hope you do review it. I'm sure it'll be unbiased. You dickless dork.
Howard,
Make a cute woman, Howard.
Howard, I'm actually a fan. Don't
Are you really? Oh, in that case.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And please give a good review to my movie.
I promise.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Okay, you're welcome.
I want to thank the people of Boston for accepting us here in the morning. Already our ratings have shot up 2 points. I can feel it. I just sense these kind of things. I want to thank my program director, Oedipus. I feel strange saying Oedipus, but...
He won't tell us his real name.
He won't give me his real name. And you take down the name of that reporter. No free movie passes for him. Make him pay.
Got it.
Right, Oedipus? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't even get to go to the screening.
Good. I want to thank Boston, and I'm glad to be here. Robin is too, I think. Are you?
Very exciting for me.
She can hardly wait to go home. Thank you very much for attending the press conference. This will be the last time I talk to you. Thank you. And good night. Bye-bye, everybody. Got ugly at the end.
Wow.
Well, the guy tried to embarrass me.
What kind of a question is that from a fan?
No, he's trying to needle me. No matter what I do, they're going to try and needle me. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what I did at night in Boston is incredible. They're sitting there with a 2 rating. I come in and they're getting all of a sudden talk listeners coming in at night.
Mm-hmm.
Greaseman tried it. He failed at night. All these guys try it at night and they fail. I came in there like a white knight. The guy's trying to embarrass me. He thinks he's going to get away with it. Right?
Well, he didn't.
That's right. Thank you. You know, I was doing pretty good there. Everybody was nice.
It sounded like a love fest. You know, sometimes we go in and there's a lot of hostility. This was going very nicely.
Of course. Well, why the hostility? What did I do? All of a sudden, the monkey. Even the gay guy went smooth.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. On the Eagles toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN is The Howard Stern Show.
A horse is a horse, of course, and no one can talk to a horse, of course. That is, of course, unless the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. He's always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed. Full yak streak and waste your time of day.
Right.
But Mr. Ed will never speak unless he has something to say. A horse is a horse, of course.
Do you love this or what?
And until his voice is hoarse, you never heard of a talking horse. I am Mr. Ed.
Only Tiny Tim would figure it out. That he would know that would be a hit.
It's time.
He knew it was time to remake that. Like Joan Jett knew it was time to remake the Mary Tyler Moore theme. Genius. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning. Calling from Providence, Rhode Island. BCN invades Rhode Island nicely.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you'll. We also get Imus also.
Yeah, well, you know, I hate to even give him attention.
Well, the interesting thing is that he's fairly well rated here, and you'll eat that up nicely.
Yeah, well, I just got it. You know what it is? What they normally do in these markets is they hire him when, if I'm too expensive for them, they hire him for free because he comes over the network. And then he's there and he does well until I get to town.
Well, you're the king, and I've been listening to you since you started in Boston Nights.
Thanks.
Funny thing is, I was watching you on E and listening to it BCN at night, too.
Yeah, well, now we're on in the morning. Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Hey, you're on the air.
Howard.
Lower your radio, okay?
Okay, shutting it off. Welcome to Boston. I just called that KISS station.
Yeah, that's the Disco Matty.
Yep, he's not worried. The woman said he's in the Bahamas right now. I said he might as well apply for citizenship. He's not going to be welcome back here.
That's great.
Yeah. Doing the show from the Bahamas, huh?
Yep, I don't see how it's possible. Maybe it's the same type of thing when they cut your wires in Cleveland there.
I'll tell you, it's something kind of cool about going into Boston at night and then switching to mornings because I smell full support. You know how usually people complain and stuff?
Oh,
right.
yeah.
We're already known.
You're already here. I mean, Robin was here.
Yep.
I was a cab driver, and I had people that would only get in my cab because I have the station on all the time at night.
Yeah, cool. Well, we're here and we're happy, and, that's all I got to say about it, and this is where we belong. We belong on BCN. We belong in the morning, and it's, it's just
I got nothing bad to say against Charles or anything. He ran his course.
Yeah, that's all.
I wish him the best. They changed the format for the best. They're playing good music now. They got you on. They finally made the right move.
It's called a facelift, you know?
Yep, it's about time.
Reading this article, it says, having Howard on in the mornings in Boston will fragment the morning radio audience even more, says radio consultant Clark Schmidt. That's that guy.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean, you know what? That's a lot of bull. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you're going to shatter it totally. It's not going to split it up.
Well, listen what he says. Howard will make it incredibly competitive. With Howard Charles and Matt Siegel and Imus,
that's not even a known name.
But let me just say something. Those guys are not even a factor. You don't understand. Let me explain to Clark Schmidt the way it's going to go down. We're going to have all of the ratings. It's not going to be fragmented. We're going to suck the life out of Disco Maddie. We're going to suck the life out of Imus, that dead, rotting corpse.
Exactly. You know, if you didn't mention his name all the time, he wouldn't even be known around here.
I know. Well, that's it. I'm not mentioning his name anymore.
And who is this guy who's making these statements?
Clark Schmidt. Remember the guy I applied to? I told you I applied for a job with him years ago when he ran COZ in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now he's like a radio consultant. Laquadera's arrival at WZLX. Laquadera's on the classic station.
Yeah, that's where Captain Ken went.
They say keep... Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Who's the midday guy, though?
I think it's his name Shred or something.
Shred? Yeah, that's
I really
the cool
don't
thing
listen
now.
to it a lot. Now I'm working at a college, and the college kids got wacky taste in music. And
That's the cool thing now, to give yourself a name like Shred.
Yeah.
I like Shred.
Shred is cool, but my name is Snatch. No, your name is Snatch. I'm Douche.
Yeah. I like Snatch, too.
And we gave Gorilla the name Prick. So we got
with
Shred.
a name like Howard Stern and conquer the whole country. You know?
All right, thanks for the call. I just couldn't get a
he's not
word
even
out.
listening.
No, he's just doing his thing. We got Shred, Snatch, Douche, Prick, and Fred. You know what I'm saying? Scary. So it says here, the classic rock station was such a... So, I don't know, they're talking about how this was a big secret in Boston, that I was coming. It was a big secret for me. They're smart, they don't tell me anymore.
And then they just spring it on you when you can't do anything about it.
Right.
You can't leak it.
And, I don't know. Goes on and on. Charles's last day on BCN, he played rock tunes, his favorite songs, 104 favorite songs. Like, should I stay or should I go? But it was only known to him that he was leaving, so the joke didn't really go over. I mean, why would you play Should I Stay or Should I Go if you're the only one who knows it? I don't know. You're on the air. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard. My name is Jody. Congratulations, first of all, about the Boston.
Thanks.
And I just wanted to tell you, I do volunteer work for the National Kidney Foundation. And you had done that doodle.
Yeah, I drew, and whenever I get you know what? I better not say this because then I'll get more charity requests.
You'll say it.
I did enough. Yeah, all right, I did a doodle for you guys.
And it sold for the most on Friday night.
What was that?
It sold for $1,200.
Wow.
Yeah, it was President
12 seconds to knock it off.
That's all you get is $1,200 for that?
That was a lot.
Oh, man.
More than Jay Leno.
What did Jay's go for?
His only went for $300.
Yeah.
Big margin.
Yeah.
And the only one.
And you know what's funny? Jay thinks he's a bigger star than I am. He sucks.
President Bush's didn't even sell.
Of course not. Who wants his doodle? What are you going to do with that?
Hang it.
What did Jay doodle? That little face like I draw?
I don't even remember what.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does a little drawing like I do.
Yeah, he draws a face.
Yeah.
Big jaw.
Big jaw. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Good Lord, what are they doing downstairs today?
I don't know, but let's go doodle some stuff and sell it. We can make some money.
Sounds like they're doing the flamenco.
Yeah, they're building. We're on top of what's the name of that place?
Tiffany's.
Tiffany's has 2 floors below us, but it's not like the Tiffany's you go to. It's like the Tiffany's corporate office. It's in this building.
Why are they rebuilding it all the time?
They're taking over the 3rd floor. They got the 2nd floor. Now they're taking the 3rd floor. Somebody must be buying all that overpriced jewelry.
But ever since we've been here, there's been construction down there.
You know how I think Tiffany's makes their money?
How?
Every time someone's baby is born, you have to send them a silver spoon from Tiffany's.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's exactly it.
I bet you that's where they make the money.
Robin sent me something.
What was that?
When baby Jackson was born, Robin sent me something from Tiffany's. A little hairbrush and a little comb.
Yeah, I got a lot of those, too. Hairbrush and comb set.
Mm-hmm.
Those people from Tiffany's do not like us.
Yeah, screw. I know. They open up the door sometimes and they give me like puss. Like they give me a puss.
They cower into the back of the elevator and they're disgusted.
Isn't it funny? Whenever we get on, they're always going down to lunch.
We might as well be homeless people when we get on that elevator.
They move away from us.
Hey, Tiffany's will be out of business and they'll be crawling and walking the streets.
Now that you said that, I'm not doing any more business with them.
Yeah. Yeah, they treat us kind of shabby. You ever notice they give me a puss when I get in the elevator?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were giving you a puss.
Oh, believe me, they move away. There could be 2 people on the elevator when I get in, and I can part them like the Red Sea. by stepping onto the elevator. They move to either side. They don't want to be anywhere near me.
Yeah? Maybe I'll drag it. I don't like them doing that to you. I'm going to drag a microphone down there and ask them why they're giving us puss.
They're almost all very waspy women.
Yeah.
And they're usually, you know, they when we get on, they just...
I think a lot of them are Jews and they're trying to hide.
His name changes?
James, like Don Hewitt of 60 Minutes and Mike Wallace. Yeah, it gets cold in that elevator when they're in there. I wish we had our own elevator.
Yeah, they could be smiling and talking, and then all of a sudden everything stops. Yeah.
Hey, you're on the air, Kevin.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah.
Good morning and mega dildos, you freaking genius, you.
Right, thank you, man.
Howard, I'm in trouble, man. You're on now in the morning. I got enough trouble with you being on at night. Now I'm really in trouble.
What do you mean? Who got you in trouble?
Me and my fiance, we just broke up. We're supposed to get married in June.
Yeah.
And because I go taping your show, I work the third shift, and I listen to it during the night. It gets me through the night.
Yeah, it gives you something to listen to.
But she gets so pissed every time I go to change a tape.
Because she's an uptight cow.
And I don't listen to her. You know, I'm
Let me tell you something, dude. You're lucky you're out of that fiancé ship. Because if you
that
got
would have been your entire life.
If you got you know what it is, man? If she's pissed off at you taping the Howard Stern show and listening to it.
She used to be a big fan. She's just getting... She won't listen to you now. She hears you. I can't mention you or anything.
Why?
Oh, she gets jealous.
Oh, because you tape it all the time.
I tape it every night. It gets me through the first shift.
So you...
Tough shit.
That's ridiculous.
But now I don't know how I'm going to pull this off, listen to it during the day.
But you said you broke up with her, so what do you care?
Because we're not 100% broken up, but I'm saying
this is
the
silly.
wedding's off.
All right. This is silly. Get rid of her.
But
if she's that much of an uptight ass, get rid of her.
I am a fan of Maddie in the Morning, too, but...
Yeah, so go listen to him.
I'm not going to listen to him now.
Maddie in the Morning. Disco Maddie?
No,
hey, it's your girlfriend on the phone. Go.
It probably is.
Yeah, you're all pussy whipped. You better go speak to her. She's got a tight leash on him. Who would sit and marry someone?
How did you get all upset about a guy wanting to listen to a radio show?
Man, talk about being in prison when you're married. Got a wife who won't let you listen to a radio show. Jesus. The hell is that? I had a bunch of other things to talk to you about. Hey, if anybody knows where Amy Lynn is, the penthouse pet, could you give us a call? We need her phone number.
Have you lost her?
Yeah, well, she changed her phone number, and she's stupid. She doesn't call in and tell us her number because she gets more work off this show. Why would you
lose this show?
I'm submitting her name for a little part in the movie, so I want
And you can't find her?
Can't find her. I submitted the names of about 5 or 6 women.
Oh, well, all you have to do is call AJ. I'm sure he's connected.
Yeah, AJ Benza. You probably know where she is. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
He seems to keep track of this kind of stuff.
Yep. AJ tries to make it seem like he's getting sex with her and stuff.
Or anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, AJ, I love his column because now he's Mr. Party Man.
Yeah.
He's at every party.
Yeah. He better stay on his toes.
And, he just gets off on telling you, like, I walked into a bathroom and Naomi Campbell said, hi, AJ.
Yeah. That's his whole column now. He used to go out and actually dig up stories. Now it's just like, hey, I went to a party and I was partying with Naomi Campbell.
And then I sat down and talked to this one, and that one said to me.
And he used to badmouth all these people. Now he's friends with them.
Oh, yeah, he loves them now.
Yeah. Mr. Celebrity. Let me see. I have some things to go through here. Hold on. I wrote some notes on my computer. Let me get them. Because then we got to do news. Let's see. This is a note about Sally Jesse Raphael. Yeah, screw her. Did you watch it yesterday?
No, I haven't seen her show.
Obviously, I think she had some facial surgery and everything went wrong.
Yeah, I understand some nerves were damaged or something.
Because she looks like the Joker now, and she has big red bozo hair. So there was this woman on who evidently got beat up by her husband. He abused her physically, mentally, and you felt kind of bad for her. And Sally goes, you know what I'm going to do for you, honey? I'm going to give you a makeover. And I'm going to give you my personal makeup guy.
The same people who worked on you?
Yeah, the same people who worked on her. And I'm like, oh, my God, get her out of there. She's going to come out like Frankenstein's monster. Sally Jesse Raphael going, he's the best. He's my personal guy. It's like, would you want to be known as Sally Jesse Raphael's personal guy? She doesn't exactly look good these days.
Is anybody emulating the Sally look? No.
It looked like Sally was the one who got beat up by her husband.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, the woman who got beaten up looks better than Sally right now.
Right. You're on the air. One more phone call, then I got to do the news.
Maybe she should have that husband do a makeover on Sally.
Yeah.
Howard.
And by the way, can I just critique one thing on the E! Show?
Yes.
Hold on, dude. I just got to get this thought out.
All right.
Mike Ganji, who does the camera work for us in the halls, doesn't know how to photograph women.
What does he do?
You know, I gave him a break and let him hold the camera there. It's basically a home movie camera. You know, I don't know what he thinks his career is going to be. But Jenna Jameson, one of the hottest women on the planet, is in there, and he's interviewing her, and he interviews her from the chest up. Dude,
keep the camera on her face.
Yeah, let's see some leg, let's see some shoes. You know, adjust the camera once in a while. Show us feet and legs. A lot of us are feet and legs, man. I'm a feet fetishist. Or a foot fetishist. Turn on your radio. I think Ganji might be a fairy. He doesn't know how to shoot a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I don't think he understands the concept that they can't see what he's shooting.
No. He gets inhibited. You know, the eye wants to see. I don't care if the camera jumps around. Show me her legs. Show me her feet. Show me her.
Do one of those sweep up.
Yeah, do something. He's in there interviewing her like she's, you know, like on 60 Minutes.
He's got to be tight, close.
Yeah.
Right in on that face.
He's so caught up in that scintillating conversation of his. So tell me, how was it being with Howard?
So what's going on?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Get somebody else to do the interview. You shoot the camera. Jesus. I gave him a job. He was an intern. I gave him a job to hold a stupid camera. And now he thinks he's a cameraman, but he's not. He doesn't even know what to shoot. Where are you, Fatso?
Howard.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's going down?
What's going down with you?
Nothing. Just working. I got a question for you about your movie coming up. About the soundtrack. I just was curious about what band.
You work with black guys, huh?
Beg your pardon?
Is that a black guy in the background?
No.
Sounds like a black guy.
No, but
see, there you go, stereotype.
I was wrong.
I believe he is Caucasian.
Okay.
What
he might have some black in him. He might be octoroon. Check him out.
I'm going to run a couple tests on him after we
there
go.
You go.
What type of band are you going to have? Are you going to have...
on the soundtrack?
Right. Are you gonna
I'm
have
in the middle of working on the soundtrack right now. It's kind of funny that you bring that up.
Well, there's this band in Virginia called On Edge, one of the biggest bands on the East Coast. I didn't know if you're going to have bands like that haven't made it yet.
There's a mix of old music because it takes place in, you know, my career, my previous years.
Mm-hmm.
So you got some cool classic tunes, but also there's about 5 slots for new music.
So is there any chance of having, the band On Edge on there, someone that could really...
What do you do if you're interested in having your music previewed for this?
I don't know.
Oh.
Should we send something to the station there?
Oh, man.
Isn't there somebody who's going to take
there's a musical director
responsibility for the music?
Yeah, there's a musical director. There's one guy who scores the movie. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And then there's actual music guy who's I think I'm meeting with him next week, and he already gave me lists of bands I needed for, classic tunes.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to pick the music for the movie. We've pretty much decided that, since I know what I'm doing. And then I got a couple of cool songs I want in there. And then also... The new bands, I don't know, that's up for grabs. Okay. I know there's certain new bands that I want to do, the well-known bands, but also I wouldn't mind a couple of bands.
Of unknown
bands, yeah, give them a break. Yeah, I would do that.
Keep in mind the band On Edge, I tell you, they have a hot CD.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man.
I'll send it to you.
All right,
it's a guarantee that you like it, because they were supposed to do some with the Warner Brothers movie that fell through, but...
all right, I get your point. All right, send me the thing.
Okay, Howard.
Right.
See you.
I'll never listen to it. I mean, I'm too damn busy. I'll figure it all out.
Throw it on the pile.
There's a lot of bands I dig already. Every record guy's calling me about the soundtrack.
I know.
But I don't know what to tell them. They have a guy who handles all that. He's putting it together. I think it'll be a cool soundtrack because it's got, classics for people who are into that, but, it'll be offbeat classics. And then some new tunes, some new original tunes by some cool bands. We've already been pitched a couple of really cool guys, and I can't wait. You know? Guys I dig.
I was just thinking, a couple of those Arnold Schwarzenegger movies had great soundtracks.
Yeah, like House in Chains.
That?
Yeah, we got a guy who does that, supposedly. You know, puts it all together. And then you go to the record company and see who they got.
Yeah.
It's really weird, because let's say you go with Sony Records.
You got to go with one company?
Well, you got to put it out on one label. So let's say you go with Sony Records and you want, but you want an artist from Warner Brothers Records too.
Yeah.
Then they have a war and they say, no, you didn't do the record with us. It gets crazy. So you can't. It's a whole stupid thing. It's really dumb. So They have guys who just deal with the idiotic problems in the record business.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll do the news for you when we get back.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. Eagle. You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
This is kind of weird. The two morning people on WRKO in Boston.
Yeah.
I think we're on their show, or maybe we're not. I don't know. They want to welcome us to Boston.
Oh, here we go.
They kind of do they're the number 3 rated morning show, which we will soon be beating. But I guess they're going to do a shtick with us.
Okay.
I think she's a conservative, and she's a liberal and he's a conservative. It's like a he said, she said. Counter,
like
pointless.
Shayna Alexander and Kirkpatrick show.
And they're listening to it.
Howard, this is the producer.
Oh, hi.
All right, I'm going to put Marge and Pat on right now.
Are we going to be on the air with them?
Yeah, you sure are right now.
We'll be on RKO?
Yep.
Okay.
Hang on.
There's a little symmetry going on here. Is he there? Howard, are you there?
Yeah, hi, Marjorie.
Hey, Howard. How are you? Welcome to Boston.
So you're the number 3 morning show?
So we're number 1, but we thought it would be...
You're not number 1. I just got the ratings. The all news station is number 1.
Yeah. In what age bracket?
In 12 plus.
Oh, well, 60 plus. I'm with you. Okay.
And honey, either you're number 1 or you're number 3. I love people who go, we're number 1.
Yeah,
Everyone
they
claims.
Throw out certain statistics and then they're
Hi,
number 1
Robin.
too. Good morning.
The problem with radio people is. And, I don't know Marjorie, but the problem, they all want to be number 1. Like, I'm number 1 in New York,
and you find a category that you're number 1 in.
Yeah, to me, either you're number 1 or you're not.
We hope that you are number 1 with prepubescent men.
Yeah, but I don't, you know what my ratings are.
Who are
I have.
obsessed with their penises between 12 and 18.
Yeah, but you wish that's who I got. You know, if you're in radio and you know anything about ratings, you know exactly who my audience is.
And you know what? I'm celebrating this because...
Because your butt is going to be kicked.
Well, you know what? It's not going to be my butt.
Why? What do you mean?
But it's a fine Irish butt, Howard, and there are worse butts you could kick.
Aren't you on the air there?
We are.
So then your butt will be kicked.
Well, the way I figure it, there are only so many guys from the inside.
That's the way you all think.
You're going to be competing with Charles, who's great.
Darling.
The BI man, who's great.
Yeah. Everyone's so great. All of these guys are so great because they steal everything I do. Let me tell you something. Let me explain to you the way it is.
Oh, explain it to me, Howard.
In New York, in Los Angeles, and in Philadelphia, my audience didn't come from these other lame-o shows. It came from shows like yours.
Yeah.
I beat the all-news station here hands down. I don't. What do you think? We're of course. It's not a challenge. It's fait accompli. It's going to happen.
All right, let's do it.
I'm not a pro wrestler. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm in a fight with you. I'm not. I don't even know who you are. I've never heard of you. You're nobody in the radio business.
Actually, you have. When I was in New York doing my show in New York, you had a couple of people call me. You had some very nice things to say at the time.
You were on in New York?
Yeah, I was. Lifetime. Don't you remember?
And you're number 3 morning show?
No, actually, no, we're not. We're probably your toughest competition, but we're delighted that you're coming here to fight it out with all the little boys. All you little boys will all get your little piece of it.
How do you people listen to this?
Take 12 plus. We'd be delighted, to have fun.
How do the people of Boston listen to this? It sounds ridiculous.
Well, Boston is...
What do you talk about all morning? What do you do? What are your topics?
Well, I'll tell you what. We talk a lot about politics. This morning we're actually talking about whether or not you tell your best friend if you knew that his wife was cheating on him.
Oh,
would you?
Who cares?
How many hours do you spend on it?
Do you do that the whole morning?
Yeah, no.
What, do you pick a theme for the morning and talk about it?
Not unless you come on to get very defensive, then we take a break from that.
No,
what
honey.
What are you so defensive about?
Honey, sweetie. Let me tell you something.
Baby.
Sweetheart, let me tell you something. You spend 4 hours... Boy, are you annoying. This is some interview I'm having. Why don't you let me talk? Why don't you let me talk?
I'd love to hear it.
Why don't you shut your trap for 2 seconds and let me talk?
What's troubling you, Howard? What are you so worried about? I'm just a little girl. I'm just doing my thing.
All right. Okay. Thanks. I got to go, and good luck to you.
Aren't you worried about winning in Boston?
And I certainly hope everyone listens to.
The challenge 12 plus.
All right. Fine. BCN. We'll beat you.
Meet you a year from now.
Meet you a year from now, honey. And I tell you what, you'll have to take off your panties and have sex with me.
No, she'll have to call you on the phone.
I'll take off my panties if you can tell me how many members there are of the U.S. Congress.
How would I know?
436 or 35.
Will you take off your jock, darling?
Oh, you are Jesus, are you an ass?
Oh.
God, what is wrong with you?
This. You can dish it up, but you can't take it.
Take what? What are you talking? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Welcome to Boston, baby.
What is she talking about?
Good luck. 9:36.
You made this call. I made a mistake.
I have to say, very good. I sat here and listened to that, and very honestly, you kicked his butt, and he was the one that was
Kick my butt what? Are we in a war?
9:37.
What is she talking about?
Time. Welcome
Listen to this.
Boston.
Welcome to Boston. Welcome to Boston. Her and some jerk off sitting there. You're listening. Weirdos.
You kicked his butt.
You kicked his butt. What? I'm trying to hear what's going on.
I think they went to commercial.
I think you can hear if you just shut up for a second. Come on, guys.
Nazis, and I'm going to call them help
Fred, be quiet.
on the talk station, AM 680 WRKO. How does Connecticut help small, high-tech companies?
No, they're doing commercials.
Yeah,
Ask Joe Montgomery, founder and president of Cannondale.
Weird.
Today's bicycle.
What a weird lady. What an uncomfortable... I don't understand how they could be number 3, though. That doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make sense
There's
to you?
nothing to listen to, obviously.
And winner of Bicycling
God. What the hell was
And
BCN
even
waiting
that
for?
Maddie, whatever his name is, he's not entertaining enough to draw an audience from them.
He can't beat them? I think he beats them by like a
He
point.
beats them, but there's still people who would prefer to listen to that.
I listened to the whole thing. You kicked his butt. Kick my butt what?
There are many other universities.
People are I hate this business. I hate the retards in this business. I hate Marjorie Claprude. Pat Whitley. Pat Whitless. Does she actually think she's talented? I mean, how could you think that's like listening to an annoying woman? Give us a call this morning and tell us, what was the topic?
If you would tell your best friend if his wife was cheating on him, something like, or whatever, one of those cheating questions.
Would you tell your best friend, and what do the people call in and answer that? It's a fascinating topic. Marjorie.
Hi, Marjorie. Pat, hi. If my best friend was cheating on me, I don't think I'd tell them.
Oh, okay. You know, they must do a lot of news or something. Sounds like they're doing all commercials. I'm waiting for them to come back on so I can hear what they do. I'm fascinated, aren't you?
I don't know how long. The commercials are more entertaining, I'm sure.
I mean, she was like the most annoying yenta.
And she's also one of those people who just talk. Doesn't have anything to say particularly, but because it's radio, they think they have to fill every second.
Yeah.
So they just talk.
I listened to that whole thing, and I believe you won.
You kicked his butt. Blowing smoke.
I'll keep this potted down. We can start the news, and then when they come on, we can listen to them.
All right.
And 10 years from now.
God, was she annoying. It's like being home.
I thought it was a good idea until I actually heard it.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, but it's got to help us. I mean, if they've got any kind of listeners, they hear us and they go, hey, let me go check it out.
Yeah.
So, don't you think?
I suppose. It's just, when you realize the industry we're in, it makes me upset again.
Yeah, I just want to go home and crawl into bed.
It always has that detrimental effect.
Yeah. There's a guy on the phone who was at the taping of the Dana Carvey show.
Oh, yeah?
He says Dana's doing a sketch about me tonight.
You know what? Now, tonight I'll watch.
Yeah.
I've been trying to catch that show for the last couple of weeks.
I want to talk to that guy. Maybe I could talk to that guy and keep this connection going. Because I don't want to lose this connection. I got to hear that show. Hey, dude.
Yeah, Howard, what's up?
Yeah, that music in the background is WRKO.
All right, screw 'em.
Did you hear that lady? Wasn't she weird?
I don't know if you heard her.
Yeah. Hey, dude.
Yeah, what's up, man?
You were at the taping of the Dana Carvey show?
Yeah, I was there. They did a little Imus ripoff type thing with you and Clinton there and, like, Hillary and Bob Dole.
Oh, where I go and speak in front of them?
You go and speak in front of them, but this time Clinton was just rolling and everybody was just sitting there stone-faced and everybody was just, like, in awe, but Clinton was just sitting there and he was cracking up and making
Is it funny?
Hillary and everything.
Is it a funny sketch?
Yeah, it was actually funny.
Does it look like me?
It was like the Spanish guy.
Oh, yeah?
It really looked like you too much.
All right, we'll check that out tonight.
All right, man.
Thanks, dude.
Bye.
Oh, good.
Coming up at 10.
You better keep your big mouth shut for just a second.
Jerry Williams.
Did anybody ever tell you how annoying you are?
Jerry Williams is a guy who changed his whole act around, too, after he heard me.
URKO.
Now he's all confrontive and combative.
Well, here we are after about 7,842 commercials and promos, and we're back now to get your reaction to Marjorie's little conversation with Howard Stern. By the way, they're still listening to us down in New York.
This is where they screen.
Robin doesn't get more time. She's probably brighter than
Well, it's interesting cliche, every one of his cliches.
This is where they phone calls, and they'll get all supportive phone calls.
Find out how people
He'll be holding himself this morning.
This big old threat from New York is coming to morning radio, and let's find out how the people read it driving around Boston. Because
this is where they screen all the calls and everyone says
Sam,
it.
you're next on WRKO.
Hi.
They're listening to us in New York, by the way. Howard is listening.
How are you?
Hey, good, Sam. How are you?
Good. I just want to say that was great.
Cool.
You really kicked his butt, and I can't believe they brought this guy here in the morning.
Unbelievable. He ain't ready for prime time.
No, and I just
I'm not ready. I've only conquered the entire country. I'm not ready.
All right, Sam.
Thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.
What a nut.
Lisa,
Two nuts.
on WRKO.
Hi.
Hey, Lisa.
Great job. I loved every second.
Yeah, that's why they're listening to me now.
Yeah. And I will not listen to him, whether he comes to Boston or whether they play him on certain other radio stations.
You'll be listening in 2
The guy's
weeks.
a
Right.
loudmouth and a moron.
You know, he needs to get a few verbs, too.
Yeah.
It
Besides baby
wouldn't
and
hurt
honey
it wouldn't hurt to get a new line like, oh, well, you eat your fannies. I mean, you know, that kind of shock radio went out years ago.
Oh,
but
I
it's
see.
good for a
Here's a guy who knows.
13-year-old. I think that
Another retard.
Pedophile.
All right.
What is she saying? Pedophile?
Is next on WRKO.
She just blurts out junk. Pedophile.
You kicked his butt, Dad. I tend to doubt that. And I think he did you a favor. He gave you national coverage. For once in your career, you probably never get it again.
Did you love the Boston accent?
We're edgewise.
It's worse than a Southern accent.
Good joke, Mike.
You know what? I got to tell you something, darling.
You're afraid
if
that
you
he's going
can't
to
take the heat,
Pat's sitting there like
you can't get in
Pat,
the
what are you
kitchen.
afraid of him, Pat? You didn't say one thing
Howard,
until he
is
got
it
off the
you?
air.
Yes, this
You're
is
afraid.
Howard.
Tree, you're afraid. When people
Your
smile,
testosterone
you're afraid.
is
You're really scared.
Jeff, do me a favor. Jeff, do me a favor. Take your medicine now. It's time for the meds.
Funeral, Howard.
Look how
funeral coming against you guys.
All right, thank you very much.
We're gonna have a big Marjorie funeral. You see how they drown him out when he rips on him?
For his meds.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, how are
They're
you?
looking for kiss-ass phone calls.
And then they'll let him talk.
Listen.
Mouth.
What? Go ahead.
It's with your
Go ahead,
mouth.
take me on, honey.
Marjorie, bye.
Bye.
Your
I
mouth.
didn't run.
All right, let's go
Another
to
guy
Mike's
with
in the
huge
car.
ones.
Mike, you're on WRKO.
Good morning, gang. How are you?
Hey,
Good,
Mike,
how
how are you?
Listen, I'm just calling to say one thing.
Him to let
I'm not
talk.
calling to rant and rave. I'm not calling to poke fun. I'm not calling to make fun. All I'm calling to say is, do you have any idea the can of worms you two just opened?
Why? What is it?
He's not going to fool around with you two.
Uh-huh. What's he going to do? Is he going to stalk me?
You're joking around, but, seriously, as a former listener of your show, who's been following you for quite some time, I mean, do you know what Howard can do?
Oh, my God, what can he do?
Marjorie, don't joke. I'm serious.
What's he going to do?
If you've never listened to the show, and if you don't know, I'm just calling to warn you, back off. Seriously.
All right, Mike.
Okay,
Listening to
John
the Twilight
Silver
Zone.
told me the same thing about the Democratic Party. You don't know what you're doing.
Oh, she annoying.
RKO at 9:45.
Hey, Pam.
Hi, I thought that was really funny. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, because I was involved.
I was on my way home from work at night. And it was interesting that he wanted to know what you talked about. And when you were saying politics and things like that, he kind of poo-pooed that. Well, it was just a week or a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, he was sitting on marshmallows. And then they were removing them and discussing the color of the marshmallow. And that's an intelligent conversation.
It's going to be very hard. Definitely, it's...
This they let through because she's being nice.
talking over this woman.
I thought his job...
I am sure we are beating them already.
in that respect.
Look, I'm sitting there. This woman's putting you down, but she listened to every minute of that.
Yeah.
For public office in New York, and you ask him, well, I'll tell you what, I'll take my panties off if you can name how many. I mean, this is like 101. A fifth grader can name how many members are there of Congress. Well, duh, how should I know? But he's the guy who on New Year's Eve opened his show sitting on a toilet, waiting to pass a number one. This is
The number
have
2,
that, Marcus.
moron.
Hello, Howard, it's yours.
I think actually what you're going to have is
Thanks, Pam.
Thank you, Pam. It's a very interesting fight in morning radio for a certain male demographic, by and large,
That's
between the I
Come and take all your listeners, you idiots.
Don't call me Charlie Laquadera and what's
Maddie,
Stern.
Maddie, and Howard.
Stern. Okay.
I mean, how many guys are there in Boston who are obsessed with their penises? I mean, when you break them up 4 ways, really.
Okay, I had enough. What about you?
I had enough when we were talking to him.
Gordon of Reading, you're on WRKO.
All they do is take calls, I guess.
Yeah, the listeners are the entertainment.
I'm doing fine, thank
They have
you.
nothing to say to
I've
them.
listened to both of you over the years, and I did just hear the discussion you both had. I tend to agree on a softer tone with the gentleman who just spoke. I think you have ignited a very short fuse in him. I say that as a positive because you both...
There was no fuse.
There's nothing to ignite. This is no competition.
I just was questioning her style of broadcasting, how anyone could listen to an annoying woman like that in the morning. You can get that at home in your marriage. You don't need to hear that. You want to hear somebody nagging you? Why would you tune it in?
What can you do? You know, I love people who love... like useless information that they keep crammed in their head, like the number of people sitting in Congress. What can you do with that number?
I mean,
Nothing.
why would I care?
You could know it or not know it. Doesn't make a bit of difference.
I don't care. Do you think I care? I've been pretty successful without that knowledge. They have that.
It's useless. What can you do with that number?
Well, I don't know.
You can impress somebody with it if you can just blurt it out, but that's about it. You can't use it for anything.
Oh, Marjorie. This is kind of cool.
What?
Hey, how you doing? Wait, let me get you on the air here. Hold on. Hi. You there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't know. I think you'd get a kick out of this. Marjorie Clapper, the broad you were just talking to, she was lieutenant governor candidate for John Silver when he ran for governor.
See, I didn't know that.
That's quite a ticket, huh?
Yeah, some ticket. That loudmouth and John Silver. No wonder they lost.
You got it.
Thanks.
I'm telling you, she don't have a shot against you. You're the king.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Want to do some news, or you want to take a break first?
Let's take a break, because I don't know what Scott's been up to this morning.
I'm dizzy from bad radio. An armless man and a brainless woman running for office together.
Both handicapped.
Both. What's worse? 2 idiots. I got to take a break, man. I'm wasted. We'll be back after this.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. The Eagle. We're back with a man who likes to take people with life-threatening diseases, throw them in a steamer trunk, and leave them on the street. Howard Stern.
I've done that. All right, Robin, what's in the news?
Well, opening day in baseball was marred yesterday.
Did you think so? I thought it was a lot better because of that. The guy dropping dead?
Oh, you thought that was a good thing.
It was something to watch. It was cool. I never saw a guy die like that before. And
it kind of scared people. You know, a lot of kids go to see baseball games. You don't want the umpire pitching forward and dying on the field.
It's good for them. They got to learn early life sucks.
The guy's name was John McSherry.
You're out.
Baseball, obviously.
Right.
In fact, delayed a doctor's appointment. He was supposed to go see a doctor. And he decided to put off the appointment because he didn't want to miss calling the pitches at home plate on opening day.
I don't think it would have helped. I mean, the guy was like 500 pounds or something.
328 pounds, 6'2½".
Yeah, he was saying goodbye.
And this is, this was a guy asking to die on the field.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times he's collapsed?
No.
During games?
How many?
They pointed out at least 4 or 5 times in this article I saw in the Post alone.
So he's been putting on that show for a long time.
Yeah, so it was obviously going to happen, and somebody should have known. Nobody should really be surprised who knew him, because all it had to do was be a little hot, and he'd fall out.
Isn't it funny he used to only do it at games, though? That's great. I heard they found the sandwich in his face mask.
They believe he did make history. He's the first major league umpire to be fatally stricken during a game.
Wow.
They're going to be checking the record books, but he could hold that title.
Well, they should check. We have a quote from him before the game.
What?
This is Mother Teresa speaking from the bed. God don't want me yet, man. I got more feet to taste.
He was forced to leave a game between Atlanta and Chicago last August because of heat exhaustion. In 1993, he left a game in Cincinnati against Los Angeles after becoming ill in 87-degree heat. And he had to leave a game, or game number 7 of the 1992 National League playoffs between Pittsburgh and Atlanta in the second inning when he felt dizzy. A year earlier, he had become dehydrated and collapsed during a game between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves.
Jeez.
So he was always doing this. This was not a healthy man.
Such a burn, man. Like, in this country, we can get so much food, like good-tasting food, Chinese food, and all that kind of stuff. We can't eat it because we get fat. Sucks.
It's great food, you just can't eat it.
Yeah, we're better off being in,
the thing I feel most sad about, he was from up in Westchester. He lived in Dobbs Ferry.
That's a nice place.
With his girlfriend and her son.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He had a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Was she nice?
I don't know. She's available.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go to the videotape here and see how it all played out yesterday.
I don't know if she's good looking, but she must be a great cook. Guys are usually that obese.
Yeah.
They don't actually eat very good food. You know what I mean? It's not like they...
No, they gorge themselves on really rotten
like a McDonald's and stuff. Anyway,
Here's, Rondell White.
Rondell White?
Yes.
Who's he?
I think he's like... Wait a minute. Maybe I don't want him. Maybe I want Marty Brenneman.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Who's Marty Brenneman?
I think he's the guy calling the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
John was just very, very popular. Is a very, very popular member of the umpiring fraternity, and this is just a damn shame. It's and the player reaction. I mean, you can look at the Reds dugout. You can look over at the Montreal dugout. These fellows are stunned. I mean, this is the type of thing that. It's the type of thing that can really shake you up.
I hear the other people moaning.
Well, it was interesting because, everybody, all of the coaches and the trainers ran out into the field and tried to revive him. They were shortly joined by paramedics.
Mouth to mouth, they do?
Yeah, they had to do everything.
Really? Would you give mouth to mouth to anybody these days? I wouldn't.
No.
Me
I
neither.
didn't give anybody mouth to mouth when I was a nurse and nothing was going on.
Not me. Did they stop the game while they dragged him off, or?
Oh, they stopped the game completely. The game was called. They didn't finish the game at all.
You're kidding.
No, you can't die in these games. That'll stop a game.
That'll do it.
You wonder how to do it, you die.
In football, it's cool. They just pause for about a second, and they drag you off the field, and then they keep going.
Yeah, they send you off to the hospital and keep the game going.
Find out afterwards.
But this one, they knew he was dead, obviously.
Right.
So they just stopped everything. Here is Dr. Dan Storer to tell us what happened at the hospital.
Okay.
Paramedics were breathing for him, and he did not have a heartbeat at that time, and we continued efforts with drugs and defibrillation when appropriate, and there was no response at any time. Once his heart had stopped, we were unable to get it started again.
Mm-hmm.
And here is Rondell White. I think he's another umpire.
I heard two of the players died dragging him off the field just from the hernia.
I was just there. I heard him say times, and I didn't think anything was wrong until I turned around and saw him fall down.
Oh, he's not an umpire. He was the player at the plate.
Oh, I knew he couldn't be an umpire.
Fainted.
There's no way anyone was going to take him seriously as an umpire.
Hey, I'm going to say right here now. Hey, man.
What?
Let me hear him again.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Here we go.
I was just there. I heard him say times, and I didn't think anything was wrong until I turned around and saw him fall down.
That's funnier than a Boston accent. The Boston accent is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. Whenever I go up to see my in-laws, man, they're doing that weird thing.
You get surrounded by that, huh?
Yeah, it's weird.
Tell us how many members of the Congress are there? How many members in Congress?
Well, why don't you tell me how many pubic hairs you have? It's about as relevant as that.
You wonder how those people in Boston managed to keep that accent up with the rest of the country talking the right way.
Yeah, I don't even know where that accent came from.
Hello?
You know what I mean? How did that get started?
Yeah. And why would you hold on to it?
Yeah, what's up? What's your problem?
Howard, listen, you're picking on this umpire. The guy died.
Who's picking on him?
Who picked on him?
Well, what do you say? The guy's he has a sandwich in his face. But come on, is that the right thing to say?
You don't think he had a sandwich in his face?
I absolutely don't think. I mean, why should you make fun of a guy who just...
Who's making fun of him?
Oh, what were you doing? What were you doing?
All right, I was making fun of him.
You what?
I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I'm making comments.
You're making comments?
You don't like it? Turn off the radio.
Yeah, listen,
what, are you going to give me a morality lecture? I mean, what I'm a grown man. At this point, I'm not going to change. Get real.
Now, listen, you're old enough to know what you want to do.
Yeah, if you're a listener of this show, then you got to joke about everything. And
what are you going to do? Make him a saint?
Yeah, I mean, you're insane. The guy was a big overweight guy. Of course he's going to drop dead on the field. He had passed out about 6 times on the field.
You want to make fun of him?
Ah, be quiet. Why don't you go do a radio show? You'll do it so much better than me. Kiss my ass.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
You know, what do you want? What do you want from me, all right? This is what I do. This is what I do for a living.
The guy was a pretty nice guy, though. They said he, used to spend holidays and time off teaching kids baseball and visiting, kids in orphanages and teaching them how to throw balls and stuff like that.
Big deal.
He was a sweet guy.
I tell you, I would be doing all that stuff if I could have a cushy job like umpire. There's nothing to do.
You got to watch your weight.
You got to watch your weight.
You got to take care of yourself.
I was around ball players. You got to take care of yourself. Those kids,
I don't even know where they found a uniform to fit him.
It's good all those kids at the ballpark saw that. They're going to learn to take care of themselves.
This is what happens. You got to pay the price.
Maybe high colonics would have helped. What do you think?
I think he needed a lot more than that.
All right, what else is in the news?
Oh, goodness. That was about the wildest news.
Yeah.
Then we have another one of these situations where I don't think we're taking domestic violence very seriously. A former Knicks star, Rod Strickland, has escaped jail time in the savage beating of his ex-girlfriend.
Really?
The assault charges were dropped, and he was allowed to a reduced charge yesterday.
Of what? Drunken driving?
No.
I mean, what is the reduced charge? You beat up somebody. What's the, beat up a girl? What do you have to do, sign 3 basketballs, like O.J.'s sentence?
Well, of course, it's going to require some counseling, but he won't have to go to jail, and as long as he keeps his record clean, his record here will be sealed. So he's perfectly protected. The woman who was the victim of this beating was shocked and disgusted.
Yeah, what was the judge doing?
She said she let the DA's office know that she is disgusted with the way this thing was handled. They're letting him go free, she feels, because he's a big star.
Wow.
He's a point guard now on the Portland Trail Blazers. He was a member of the Knicks from 1980 to 1990.
Guys who beat up girls,
He pleaded guilty to harassment and admitted that he struck this woman in the hallway of her Bronx apartment.
Nice guy. Class.
So he has to seek counseling for 1 year, and his criminal record will be sealed if he successfully completes the counseling.
I think since O.J. we get a little tougher with these guys.
This seems to be a turnabout. This happened in the Bronx.
Really, man?
And according to the Post, at the time, District Attorney Laura Notes refused to discuss the reasons for the reduced charges, but the district attorney in the Bronx, Robert Johnson, the same guy who has a problem with the death penalty, last year had this to say following the Strickland arrest. He said, "We consider this a very serious matter and will work with the victim to ensure that her rights and physical well-being are protected. Domestic violence in any form and in any degree is unacceptable."
Well.
But a while later, the guy gets to plead to reduce charges and just have some counseling, which I'm sure nobody will monitor.
Right. Guy's a basketball player. He's probably a real big brute. And, what the hell? Lock him up for a year or two. Send out a message. They never do that. What else is in the news,
As far as I know, this woman wound up in the hospital from this beating.
Wow. Hey, Jackie, you're weird. Let me take a break here. We'll do some spots.
It just amazes me how we decide to handle these things over and over and over again.
Well, let's take a break and we'll ponder that thought, Robin, and we'll be back after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. More after this. Eagle. KGL Fort Worth, Dallas. It's The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Kishbad, Professor on, Kishbad, Professor on, Kishbad, 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 Professor on. God! Kishbad.
No.
Excellent!
The white zombie for you. Robin, what else is in the news?
They say we have another Rodney King episode brewing out in not in Los Angeles, but out in California.
What, another guy who won't...
Monte, California.
Another guy who won't stop for drunk driving?
At least 2 investigations are underway. It happened yesterday in Southern California after a high-speed chase of a pickup truck suspected of carrying illegal aliens.
See?
Videotape from a helicopter news crew shows 2 white sheriff's deputies from Riverside County beating a Mexican man and woman after stopping the truck.
Did the guy stop peacefully, or did he...
No, of course they
It was a high-speed chase.
6-mile high-speed chase.
Fine. I got no problem with it. No problem.
Riverside Sheriff's Department has placed the 2 men on paid leave and ordered an administrative probe. A spokesman says the department is embarrassed by the incident.
Don't be embarrassed. When you go on a high-speed chase, you can expect the worst to come out of that car and blow you away.
The sheriff of Los Angeles County, where the chase ended, is also conducting a criminal probe. In addition, the American Civil Liberties Union of Southern California has called for a Justice Department investigation.
No.
I heard someone say every time a high-speed chase ends, the person gets beaten.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I know you say that, but it threatens our Constitution, Howard.
See what the Mexican police will do to you if you go on a high-speed chase with them.
Well, you know what I also thought was interesting, that some Mexican diplomat was screaming and carrying on.
Oh, he's complaining.
Yeah, and I thought, isn't that funny? You know, this is the reason these people are rushing up here in droves.
Right.
Risking their lives to get here, hiding 17 abreast in porta stands because that country is so horrible.
It's so corrupt. The entire Mexican police force is corrupt. Come on.
And they're worried about what's going on here. They can do something about what happens here.
Yeah. They're going to worry about this country. They're not worried about in their own country. All the Americans who go over there and get their ass thrown in jail for no reason whatsoever on trumped-up charges.
God knows you better not have a little fender bender over there.
Yep. Because you gringos are going to be in big trouble. I won't even set foot in that country, I'm afraid. I know many Mexican Americans who have told me about what it's like life in Mexico as a peasant. And let me tell you something.
When I was down in Cancun, the friend I went with, she said, somebody said maybe we should rent a car. I said, I do not drive in this country.
No, you do not want to. You're a smart woman. What's with your friend? What is she, doped up or something?
You know how some people are. They're naive, and they get into trouble, and they're like, oh, I don't know what happened. I'm never going to be that person.
Yeah, I don't want to hear, I don't know what happened.
Who would have thought? No, I think.
What else is in the news, Robin?
They're still holed up on that ranch out in Montana, is it? Jordan, Montana, where the Freemen have...
Freemen. They're not so free, are they?
Themselves inside some farm, and they have federal authorities waiting outside negotiating with them. Now, they've been very cool about this because everybody's watching, and they don't want another Waco, and they don't want another Ruby Ridge.
I do.
So they've been allowing them to talk to their friends and family, and you know, they've been negotiating.
Ridiculous.
And, you know, now, of course, they're getting support from these other white supremacist separatist groups who don't want to pay taxes and don't want to be a part of the government.
They just want to live here.
Here is, what's this guy's name? Dan Wooten, who's from Rathdrum, Idaho. He belongs to one of these groups, and now he's supporting the Freemen.
Now, for one, I'm not going to stand and watch these cabins be burned.
Why not?
Like Waco was done.
They shouldn't be burned.
Our mother's shot in the doorway holding the baby. I'm not going to take up arms, but I'm going to do what I have to do.
What are you going to do?
To have a peaceful resolution.
Look.
They've had a number of people offer to try to negotiate, but I think the FBI right now is turning all of those people down. Even the guy from Ruby Ridge has offered his services.
Yeah, he's a real bright guy. These people are thugs. Evidently, they weren't into paying taxes. Not only were they stiffing the rest of us Americans, the rest of us dopes who don't live in compounds, they were busy running around in the town. They're running up all kinds of debts and not paying off their bills.
Yeah,
they're a bunch of thugs.
Off their neighbors.
So blow up that goddamn place.
There was a story I read where a guy, he had some kind of illness or something, and the whole town took up a collection to pay for his surgery or whatever. Mm-hmm. And now he's one of these freemen who is, when people try to come on their land and get something that belonged to them, he threatened to shoot them.
That's a real grateful guy.
Yeah. So it's a nice group of people holed up in that farm.
Yeah.
And we really should have them out participating in society.
You know, the
let's keep them alive.
They give themselves the name the Freemen, and what their names really are Bonnie and Clyde, and they should be shot up like at the end of the movie.
James and the Barrow
Yeah,
Boys.
that's what you got there. And the Wild West hasn't been tamed, evidently.
Yeah. So anyway, this band, a lot of these loose organizations, they have some kind of a confederation going where they
network.
support each other and communicate with each other about how to separate themselves from the government.
It's a network of people a little bit lower than the Psychic Friends Network.
Meanwhile, the nation waits to see if President Clinton will veto that bill passed by Congress last week that bans a certain late-term abortion. Here is Congressman Christopher Smith, who's a Republican from New Jersey, and here's how he feels if the president should veto that bill.
If President Clinton vetoes this bill, then he and he alone empowers the abortionists to kill babies in this hideous fashion.
What?
If he vetoes this bill, he renews their license to kill, and he alone bears the responsibility for the thousands of kids who will die.
Let's hope.
Shut up!
Yeah, let's hope that Christopher Smith's, daughter one day has a baby, or is pregnant or raped, and that when this baby when it's inside of her and she wants it out of there, that bill will save her ass. Let's hope. Let's hope that the Christopher Smiths of this world, who are rich, who basically have connections, who can get abortions anytime they want them, let's hope that they don't need that abortion someday for their kids. These guys are such creeps. Vote them out. Get rid of them.
Meanwhile, more than 100
Phony.
members of the U.S. House are reportedly putting their weight behind efforts to set standards for children's TV.
Oh, boy.
The New York Times reports they've asked federal regulators to require broadcasters to offer at least 3 hours per week of educational television for kids.
Stay out of wombs, stay out of homes.
FCC Commissioner Reed Hunt favors the 3-hour minimum standard.
Sure he does. He really wants to be a Hollywood producer, but he can't be. All these guys
The commercial broadcasting industry opposes it.
Yeah. I don't think the government was developed so they could worry about children's programming. Who cares if there's children's programming?
Well, our government can't really fix any of our real problems.
Right.
They have to concentrate on TV and the movies.
Touche.
Mad cow disease is good for one group, the vegetarians. They say the Vegetarian Society's phones are ringing off the hook in London.
You're kidding.
It's getting some 400 calls a day since the start of the scare from people interested in becoming vegetarians.
You mean you have to call an organization to become a vegetarian? Can't you just do it?
Well, they don't know how to do it.
Oh, they don't know how to do it.
So they're still trying to determine what they should do over there to save their beef
Good luck.
industry. They don't know whether to kill some cows or not kill some cows. They're perplexed.
Yeah, it'll be real exciting. People are really fun. They want to become vegetarians. They have no idea how boring it is.
Hi, National Vegetarian Society. Yes, are you interested in becoming a vegetarian because of mad cow disease? Yes, I am. What can I do? Well, we're making these excellent hamburgers out of lettuce. Excuse me? We're making excellent hamburgers out of lettuce? I'll take my chances with the mad cow disease.
That is really quite funny, because that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
What? I can't eat anything?
What do you mean? What do you mean carrots? What do you mean?
Yes, I'm interested in reducing my meat intake. I'm very nervous about this mad cow disease. Well, we have an excellent recipe we recommend to beginning vegetarians. What would that be? Radish stew. Excuse me? Radish stew. See, instead of meat, you eat radish, and it cooks up very tasty and Goodbye. Hello? Goodbye. You say goodbye, and I say hello, hello, hello.
Yeah. And it's real tough to figure out,
Hi, I'm interested in becoming a vegetarian. Okay, I'll give you the 2 rules. Oh, good. 1, don't eat meat. Yeah. 2, eat vegetables. Oh, okay. That's it? That's it. Dope. Write it down. Don't forget. Do you have a recipe for newspaper meatloaf? Sir, don't make jokes. We're pushing in an excellent asparagus-flavored hot dog. We have actual shoelace spaghetti. Shoelace spaghetti, what's that? Well, it's made from actual shoelaces.
But it's not meat.
But it's meatless.
We have a wonderful meatless lasagna.
Football star Michael Irvin of the Dallas Cowboys has been indicted on drug charges.
Shocking.
He's been charged with 1 count of felony cocaine possession and 1 count of misdemeanor marijuana possession.
He should become a vegetarian.
Yes, we have an excellent underwear pudding.
The charges come less than 1 month after police found Irvin and 2 women in a motel room littered with cocaine and marijuana.
Shocking.
The day before Irvin's 30th birthday.
There should be... They should become vegetarians.
Irvin's attorney says he will plead not guilty to the charges because he is not guilty.
Hello, Robin, do you have a question? Do you want to become a vegetarian?
No, I did not call your number.
Do you have any, do you want a recipe?
But I understand that the major question is how do you get enough protein in your diet when you're not going to eat meat?
Well, that's a legitimate question. Thank you for calling the vegetarian hotline. Without getting too technical, we recommend other sources of protein. Like, for example, one of the president of our organization, president of the Vegetarian Association, developed a recipe called vomit quiche. And vomit actually has a lot of protein in it. And then you puke and you use it again.
Harvest that?
You puke and you use it again. Unless you want to eat something like tampon pancakes, I suggest the vomit quiche for first-time vegetarians.
Here's some good news. Christopher Reeve is going back to work.
Oh, good.
The paralyzed former star of Superman.
Horseback teacher?
No, he is going to be the voice of King Arthur.
King Arthur's in a wheelchair? Because doesn't he have that, like, you know...
film.
It's like, you know, I just want to say that I really like being here. You mean he's going to be King Arthur?
His voice is pretty weak, don't you think?
Yeah.
Have you got any of that old Christopher Reeve sound? Oh, darn.
No.
Because he, you know, and he has to take long pauses.
Yeah. I guess they could string it together or something.
I don't know. It just seems like a...
Hey, good for him, man.
lot of hard work for Chris.
You know,
talking.
What was that, Jackie?
I could get some voiceover work. We just stay home.
And what about Jackie as the voice of King Arthur?
Forsooth.
Hey, sit at the table.
Yeah, it's a round table. Get it?
It's going to be
sit around the table.
Warner Brothers feature called The Quest for Camelot. Chris Reeve is a wonderful actor whose talents we all admire enormously. He was our unanimous first choice for the role of King Arthur.
Cool.
According to Max Howard, president of Warner Brothers.
Cool. Well, hey, good for him, man. Hey.
Christopher Reeve going back to work.
I'm available for cartoon work, by the way. It's really a weird production, though. Did you read about the other people in it?
Who?
Helen Keller is Sir Lancelot. you didn't read that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Timmy the cat is Maid Marian.
That's going to be quite something. Because we're talking dead people now. The artist formerly known as Prince.
The artist formerly known as Jackie.
Is going to be Papa.
Is that right?
Yes, he and his wife, former belly dancer Mayte Garcia, expect to have a baby in November. That's about 9 months after their Valentine's Day wedding.
Wow.
So they say that the little baby was conceived after their marriage.
Interesting story.
Very excited, overjoyed at the news, and already busy making preparations.
I think he's a vegetarian, Prince. Artist formerly known as Prince.
Congratulations to Clint Eastwood, who got married yesterday.
Little May December action.
In a very secret ceremony. His 30-year-old bride is...
she wasn't that good looking. I was surprised.
Dinah Ruiz, who is a newsreader for KSBW-TV in Salinas, California. They say it's been a whirlwind romance.
Those old guys get married. They need a nurse. That's what he needs. So.
I don't think Clint's at that point yet, but he will be soon.
Come on. He's preparing for him and Imus. He's got himself a young nurse. Baby, I got a nurse.
It's funny to me that he's getting married again. You know, he's managed not to do that for the longest time.
Because when they get real old, they don't care.
They have to latch on because they're afraid the women will leave them.
Right, yeah. Because it's even as good looking as Clint Eastwood once was. I mean, now you look at him, it's pretty scary.
I know, he looks like the ghost of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, it's like what Clint Eastwood used to almost look like. The artist formerly known as Clint.
On the bridges of Madison County, he took off those clothes and was sitting in the tub. I was like, oh, get him out of the water.
Yeah, he's turning into a prune. His looks are unforgiving.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, they had this hot and heavy romance. She announced sometime last summer that, yes, they had gone out and bought a marriage license or gotten a marriage license, and now they have wed.
And they all married
She is his second bride. He's 65 and she's 30.
Yeah, he marries like a 30-year-old, but she's not that hot. Like, you can't get a real hot 30-year-old. But he got one that's, like, okay looking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're never that...
You know, when you stack him up against the women he could be with right now.
Yeah.
You know, if he had stayed with his wife.
Right.
She's hot.
Yeah, she's hot stuff.
I'm just looking here at his track record, you know, because it says he divorced his first wife, model Maggie Johnson, in the mid-'80s. Next, he had that Sandra Locke, who he used to do the movies with. Then he locked her out of the house one day.
Right.
So she sued him for palimony. And then he hooked up with that Frances Fisher for about 10 minutes, and they had a baby. And now he's off to this new woman.
Yeah.
Steve Wynn, that guy who owns that Mirage Hotel out in Las Vegas, and his son Kyle were his best men.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Boy, that's pretty shallow. That's your best man.
An 11-year-old boy from Beckett, Massachusetts, is actually being credited with helping police arrest two would-be burglars while he was at home alone. It's like the plot of that Macaulay Culkin film.
What'd he do?
He stayed home from school yesterday with a stomach ache. When his mother ran out to do an errand, the boy heard pounding on his front door. When he looked out the window, he saw two men going around the back. A few moments later, he says one of the men pried open the back door. But when he saw the boy, he and the other man took off. Brandon then called 911, gave police a description of the pair, their car, and a short time later, police arrested both men. The little boy said he was never so scared in his entire life. A Colorado high school teacher has been fired for showing an R-rated movie to his class. Alfred Wilder, who has been teaching for 26 years, got into trouble because he decided to show a movie called 1900 to his logic and debate class. The film, set in fascist Italy, includes nudity, drug use, and violence. And the Jefferson County school system in Golden, Colorado, is accusing him of using bad judgment in showing the film.
Police.
So now he's going to lose his job, I guess. He's protesting, however. They also say that maybe the film wasn't bad enough to get him fired, but his history of tardiness, absences, and other problems could be just cause for dismissal. So it sounds like a teacher with problems anyway. So he's been fired from his job. It looks like Steve Forbes is coming back. He's going to be on Saturday Night Live as the host on April 13th.
Boy, they must be desperate. Jeez. That's why he did this, by the way. People say, why did he run?
Yes, why did he run?
Because
he get on famous. Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, you know, and it's good for the magazine. Now they got a high profile. Remember, Malcolm Forbes was high profile. Now he's totally high profile. He spent a lot of money, but there'll be a return. You'll see.
Well, all I know is his musical guest that night will be Rage Against the Machine. So.
Cool. Those guys are cool.
He's so very hip.
Just their name is cool. I don't know if they're cool, but their name is Rage Against the Machine.
And one final baseball story. Oh, the Final Four ended with Kentucky beating Syracuse last night. Here's the sound at the end of the game.
Yeah, I don't even know what this means.
I don't either.
I know it's a big deal.
Basketball.
I know Bill Shatner's into it.
4 to Delp. Stops. It is 2.3. Delp laid it in. 24 seconds to go. 24 points for Delp. 1 second.
What?
7 tenths. That's it. The Kentucky Wildcats win the 6th national championship for the school, the first for Rick Pitino, and they did it. 76-67 over Syracuse.
Oh, the champ goes to the bathroom. Hey, you know that farting record? Baba Booey, I told you, get me more clips from it.
What?
That clip reminded me of the farting record. The farting contest record. I want to play
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you haven't even heard the whole thing.
No, you didn't pull good ones.
Nah, Baba Booey messed that up.
Okay, so one final baseball story for today. In East Bernard, Texas, 4 members of the state championship baseball team were kicked off the squad after admitting they killed a cat by putting it in a sack and hitting it with baseball bats.
Wow, that's cruel.
The players were tired of the gray-striped tabby named Tiger defecating around the baseball field.
Could they just drive it somewhere?
I don't know.
Man, bunch of pricks.
But the 4 players, 3 are 17 and the 4th is 16, turned themselves in on Wednesday on misdemeanor animal cruelty charges and signed statements admitting they killed a cat.
Where was this?
16. Down in Texas.
Where are those, white boys?
Yeah, sounds
Is
like
it?
it to me. I don't know for a fact. I don't have.
Can you find out what race those people are? Who batted cleanup on that? That's kind of cruel.
I don't know.
Takes a real sick individual. Once you start killing cats,
one little cat, and 4 guys with baseball bats.
people aren't far away when you start killing cats. Trust me.
So that's what's happening.
Yeah, sounds like a white guy crime. Although I've seen black people kill animals.
I think that's an everybody crime.
Yeah.
Lots of people kill animals.
Most black guys are nice about it. They just beat up white guys, not cats.
I think they start with cats there, too.
Is this a Century Home? My voice is just shot, Fred. Would you read the Century Home commercial?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm just shot. I've had it for the day. First they froze me out with cold air, and my voice is gone.
Okay. Just jump in where you think it's...
No, just read it. Read it nicely. Do a good
Century
job.
Home Detection is one of the metropolitan area's leading home alarm companies, and they're now offering their spectacular state-of-the-art wireless alarm system installed in your home absolutely free. Just call 1-800-677-1100, and Century will also give you your first 3 months of their exclusive Westinghouse Central Station monitoring for free. The number is important, 1-800-677-1100. You get a Westinghouse Central Station monitoring for less than $1 a day. Now, you're going to need monitoring anyway, and the company you choose to monitor your home alarm system is just as important as the system itself. And only Century gives you the free home alarm system plus 3 months free Central Station monitoring from Westinghouse. So don't wait until something happens. Call Century now at 1-800-677-1100. That's 1-800-677-1100.
Is that offer good on Mars, too?
That offer is good on Mars anywhere.
All right. Here,
They have a crime problem on Mars?
here's Jackie's plug. Yeah, they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sure. Fred knows that.
Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling, you will enjoy the very funny 2-hour video. It's wild.
You will enjoy.
It's like hypnotism.
You have to enjoy it. Stump the Joke Man, only $15 plus $4 shipping and handling. The spring special, you buy 2, you get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. And Thursday night, April 11th, at Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey. Jake Thomas on keyboards. For Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker info, call 516-922-WINE. And this Saturday, King Norris returns to the St. in Asbury Park. Keep feeding. The Rainforest Foundation's 7th annual benefit concerts on Friday, April 12th. Carnegie Hall features Sting, Elton John, James Taylor, Diana Ross, Don Henley. For concert seats, call 212-247-7800. For benefit tickets, call 212-245-6570.
And if you're planning a wedding or party and you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040.
And remember, I'll be speaking at a fundraiser for the Child Abuse Prevention Program on April 25th. I certainly wish I had the number. I could give it to you.
You'll get it tomorrow. There's a guy on the phone who says that he was at Clint Eastwood's wedding, but...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, maybe he could call in tomorrow or something.
All right.
Do you feel like talking to him? He says you did something wrong and just... Well...
What did I do?
What did Robin do wrong?
Hello.
Yeah, what did Robin do wrong?
What do you mean, what did Robin do wrong?
I don't know.
Did you say you called about Clint Eastwood's wedding?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, Robin has a wrong impression of Clint. Number one is the guy works out every day 2 to 3 hours, and he's a stud at 68 years old.
Yeah, how do you know Clint?
How do I know Clint? I'm a friend of his fiance's, and they just got married by Steve Wynn last Sunday, and it was a beautiful thing, and you guys are totally wrong about it. It's like...
What am I totally wrong about? The fact
He's
that the
not
guy...
an old guy?
That he abandoned his first wife and that he can't be married to a woman his own age because he has such a high impression of himself? Come on. What are you guys, insane? Come on.
We're totally wrong because he's rich.
Yeah. Steve Wynn.
You know
That's
what?
the best friend he can come up
2
with?
weeks before that stroke, Kirk Douglas was working out, too.
Yeah. I don't care. You know, working out is highly overrated because eventually you get old and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Kirk Douglas was doing one-arm push-ups up until his stroke. Now he's like, you know, today I think my time. And they are proud of their dance. And to all you people, I want to thank you from all my heart. Thank you, guys. All that working out for nothing.
And we don't know when that's going to happen to Clint Eastwood, but
yeah,
it will.
It will. Let me tell you, that umpire jog to the ballpark. It don't help. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Now get the stepping.
Now